Hey everybody! Welcome to, I was about to say welcome to another episode. Welcome to the first and only, so far, I guess, episode of Diesaster. This is a game that I've made that is in the stages of continuing to be made, and we're playing it tonight. And basically what we're going to be doing is rolling an ass load of dice. Many dice. And pretty much simulating what the feeling of being in a disaster movie or a show, like just being part of a disaster, something like 2012, something like that movie The Rock when he fly helicopter and save people. San Andreas. The one about the earthquake and the Andreas fault. That will never happen. So thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. I could be in the chat today because I usually I'm so focused. I totally could. I'm going to do it. And no one can stop me. I'm powerful. Do it.
You have all the power.
I will be in the chat today, so if you say something, I'll see it. For
better or worse.
Fair warning.
Yeah. So please be.
Just watching you.
Be so nice. So that's pretty much all the setup we need to do. I'm gonna just thank QueueTimes for letting me do this. They were like, oh, we need to fill a slot, and I was like, can I make up a game where people roll a bunch of dice? And they were like, okay, sure. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Without further ado, I am William. I'm going to be the Disaster Master.
It's a good name.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for Disaster.
With that,
yeah, I thought of it right before I went to bed yesterday. I was like, nailed it. Okay, but yes, and they them. And I'm the DM, which doesn't stand for Dungeon Master, it's Disaster Master. All right, let's go to Chardmotor?
Yes, I'm Winter, he, him, and I will be playing... Oh, wow. I'm not used to being on stream. Okay. And I will be playing Matchbox. Their pronouns are they, them.
And I am Jonas, he, him, and I will be playing Dr. Ellery Osterberg, she, her.
Let's jump to you.
Okay. I'm Jenny Powell, and I'm going to be playing Alexis.
I'm Spencer Stark, and I'm going to be playing a character called 2020. He goes by he, him. He is a robot. He is a mech. And I'm sure we'll learn a lot about him as we go.
Yeah, actually, really quick, if we could just get like a basic rundown of your characters.
Sure.
This is happening in space, by the way. This
Yay.
is good start. We're on a space station, like some sort of like a satellite kind of thing. So.
What if that was you starting the story? This is in space, by the way.
This is in space.
You're all on a ship. You work together or whatever.
Something like that.
Do a scene.
I have tools.
All right, stream's over.
That was great.
I have tools. They blew up. I'm dead.
Oh no! Disaster. I can talk about Ellery.
Ellery.
Okay. So Dr. Osterberg, Ellery is 28. I think I said ish. No, you're 28.
I'm 28.
In the 28 to 32 range. She is the engineer on the ship. Her main skill when she was younger, before becoming a doctor of engineering, was stealing things, being a little thief. Was how I wrote it. Now she's more focused on fixing things and breaking things, and crawling around in the different compartments of the ship and getting really dirty and popping out into rooms, holding things that we didn't know were there.
Or things that were lost.
Yeah.
And suddenly you find them like, I lost that 8 months ago.
Found your tooth.
I found your tooth.
Found your tooth.
Yeah, thanks. I've been wanting that back.
She is 29. 29 is what I had said, and her hair is blue. So
Great.
With spots of gray.
Spots of gray. Yeah.
I read the character.
That's right.
descriptions.
Yeah, I just put some words in. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, no worries.
Matchbox is a huge fan of miniature toy cars of a specific kind that we will not name. And so there's strewn about the or whatever thing we're in, ship, satellite. They're mostly in their room or in the cockpit of the ship.
Yeah.
And they are a pilot. So they're they're the ones to go to if you need to change trajectory. They're the ones that will know how to do that the best.
And then over here.
Hi. Alexis is 32. I didn't intend that she's going to be the old lady of the ship, but apparently she is. Alexis is a zoologist, and she's on the ship doing experiments on how space affects animals. Secretly, she's actually got a terrible phobia of space, but everyone in her family has been astronauts, and she was kind of expected to, so she kind of buried it her whole life. She's a percussionist, so she actually uses, like, tapping on things and such to kind of hide that anxiety. So if you ever see me going like this, I'm getting
You're
real
very in
nervous.
character.
I'm very in character.
Great, yeah, 2020. I sort of talked about he is a robot, a mech. He was originally built as a companion bot that basically is put on these ships or these satellites to keep the people there company during the long trips that they have. But he was modified recently to have weapons and things put into him and onto him so that he could serve as a bodyguard. That's not in his programming, but he's basically now a walking weapon, but doesn't want to be that. And so he was reformatted 2 years ago when he thinks that this mission started when it began, and that's before that he doesn't know what he was or who he was or what mission he was on or anything like that. So we might find ways to like figure out what those old missions were and what experience he has through those. His power from his past, because there's like basically like something that they have from their past that they are good at and something that they have from now. So in his past, he was able to communicate with electronics. Because he's a robot, he's able to like speak to the ship or speak to speak to a computer that's or a tablet if that's a thing that is on the ship. Now he can use anything as a weapon. So he not only has like things built into him, but his he has an underlying piece of programming that like will kick in during times of duress and will allow him to just like pick up a fork and use it like a spear.
Well, times of duress probably won't happen. So.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
No, we're jumping straight to disaster.
No way.
The main thing is that his motivation is that he feels like it's his duty to keep the people on the ship safe. That comes from both his companion programming, because his job was like to make sure that everybody feels welcome and happy and taken care of. A good host, yeah. But at the same time, like
He's a good host with a gun.
yeah, he's a good host with a gun.
Oh,
He's a
is
good
great.
host with a gun. That's my tagline. That's when it pops up.
That's
That's
it.
my
That's
tagline.
it.
Is
A
good host with a
A
gun.
good host with a gun. Great.
Does he look humanoid? Like
Yeah, so I think he's built to look. They built them to look like us. What is that line? I think he's built to look humanoid.
Yeah.
But I also think that he doesn't have skin. He's just
Right.
built
Right.
to look
He's human
like
shaped.
He's human
but-
shaped,
yeah.
but he is
No
metallic.
skin. Good to know.
Yeah, no skin.
No skin.
yet.
No skin. Yeah.
I don't know what that would be.
I don't either.
Did you say yet?
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Anything could go wrong. You feel man enough, you're gonna grow
You
skin.
know what? We gotta put skin on him.
We gotta get skin on this guy fast. Like
Roll to
stat.
not grow skin, and then when you fail, you'll grow skin.
Ah, no, I don't want skin. It's gross.
All right. Let's jump in. Let's just dive right in, shall we?
Shall we?
So, you are all have been tasked to be in space on a mission, basically like a version of sort of Tesla. It's an independent company that is doing space travel and research, like very heavily funded. It's black noise technology. They made 2020 and they made the space station that you're on. They made the ship that you use to get to the space station. They make the ships that bring resources and fuel to you to continue your research and keep everything going. Effectively, I would say black noise technology is like if Tesla and Apple and Microsoft were all like jammed into one.
Wow.
It is like
Baby of,
man.
yeah,
it's
love
just
baby
like
of,
What a
it is-
disaster.
It's, yeah, it's we nailed it immediately.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is it's Google, is what you're saying.
Is it? No, I had my phone go off yesterday during a stream because Google activated it. I should stop saying the word.
I hear you.
Yeah. So you've been up here for a while. I think recently 2020 was brought on, like sent up 2 years ago, reprogrammed, brought up to be a companion and also a bodyguard. The rest of you have been up here for a bit. There were a couple other groups who have arrived and then have since left. Most recently, a group that is working with you from like a different country was just there to deliver research information and exchange resources, and they have just left. They spent probably like 3 months with you, so they have just left. So now this space station that you're on could feel a little more empty than it has in the most recent time. And I can't say tonight because it's hard to tell time, but basically it's raring down to about when you would all be probably sleeping or whatever 2020 does, and it's just like around dinner time, and this is the first day you've had in a while since that crew has left. So you have your processed meals that you can just rehydrate, and you get a steak or whatever, and or someone could be cooking. It's really like up to you, but this is essentially where you're starting.
However the food is coming, whether it's there already or not, I will say that Ellery is not in the room yet, but she is entering the room as a grate on the wall, just like gets thrown across the room, and she comes
that.
crawling out, just covered in grime, holding the
Ellery's
gears and
here.
shit.
Yeah.
I love space, things and stuff and things. Do you
Ellery.
want a gear?
Welcome. I like gears.
Yes. Here, I found a couple. Would look great at your ear-ish things.
2020 reaches out, grabs the gear, and then like holds it up to the ear and says, "Does it go here?
It could. It looks okay.
Can you attach it here?"
Yeah. She'll start working. She's gonna have to break his ear open and then put the
Great.
gear in and then fix it back together. So.
Sure.
This would be painful if I wasn't a robot, but
Yes,
thankfully
you can't
I am a
feel pain.
robot. Yeah, this is okay.
You look flashy. You look great.
Oh, thank you. Turn my head.
Sparkly.
I see Alexis eating, and I think as you're sort of working on my ear, I say, Alexis, what is it like to feel hunger?
It's the worst feeling in the universe.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Does it make you sad to feel hunger?
It makes me more angry.
Yeah.
We have a term.
Hangry?
Yeah.
Yeah, hangry.
I'm not
Agree.
programmed to understand hangry.
That's probably for the
probably-
best.
yes,
It's
yeah.
good.
Probably
It's
for
not
the
a good
best.
feeling, and no one likes it.
Is it like when my batteries have to charge?
Does it fill you with rage when you need to charge your batteries?
I just feel sleepy.
Imagine if being sleepy made you really mad, and then you got really, really sleepy.
I think you see like through the transparent headpiece, you just see like gears just whirring, and 2020 just like stares for like a minute at the table and then says, "Okay," and then proceeds not to eat because they do not consume. I think they actually are plugged into the wall at this point. I think
Yeah.
that's what.
That's your eat.
Yes.
Right.
You said that the whole time.
This electricity is delicious.
And does not make me angry. Matchbox, what are you up to?
Yeah, Matchbox, what are you doing?
I pace while I eat, so I'm like wandering around the it was a dining room.
Yeah.
I presume.
Yeah.
Dining hall.
Yeah, I like a dining hall.
Dining hall, and I absolutely find one of my miniature cars on the floor, and it's one of the ones that's supposed to be in its packaging. It's not like I already have this one out in my room, so the one that's sitting out here is supposed to be the one that's sitting on that shelf.
Ellery has no idea what
Somebody-
happened.
One of those people that was here took my car out of its packaging.
Matthias,
Yes.
I sense hesitation and stress. Your pupils are dilating and your heart rate is increasing.
This is a really difficult car to find, and it's very precious when it's in the packaging. Like, I already have one out of the packaging that I can play with. The one that's in the packaging is supposed to be protected, and somebody took it out.
Are you sure you didn't forget that you took one out and took it out twice? I mean, that happens a lot. People do that all the time.
Not to me. Not with my cars. Not with my cars.
Matthias,
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
what good is a machine if it's kept in a package?
Well, okay. 2020. This isn't a machine.
It appears to be a human car.
Right. But it's smaller. It doesn't have all the parts.
Just because it's smaller doesn't mean it's less valued.
It doesn't have
It doesn't do anything.
right. It
just
doesn't
a
have
toy.
power. It doesn't run on its own. It's just the wheels are just loose, and you can so I put it down on the table and I push it with my finger.
It appears to function correctly.
It's like a toy thing. It's meant to be taken out and played with, like a toy, like a ball, but with wheels on it.
You're not wrong. It is functioning correctly.
That's right. I am logically correct.
Yes, you are.
Anyway, yeah, I'm sure someone did that, and it wasn't us. So
I'm glad they're gone.
yeah, me too. I didn't like them, and they did that, and they're bad.
They were pushy. So
I quite enjoyed their presence.
Cool.
you would.
Did you not?
No, not really.
I just
Honestly,
wanted to play with my rats all the time, and I'm like, dude, they're working.
it just got in the way, and like.
The rats were working.
Yes.
Do your rats have jobs?
Yes.
Can
they have
rats work?
jobs. These rats,
Interesting.
That's rad.
their job is to be in space.
Yeah.
Are they taking them out of space?
Huh?
What?
What? I'm not going on an away mission, am I?
I don't believe so.
No.
We haven't been
I haven't heard
assigned
the orders.
anything.
No.
Let me
Okay,
speak to
good.
the ship. No.
Yeah. Is there anything else that anybody wants to flesh out right now?
No.
Cool. So, you wrap up eating and everything, and you go off to do your nightly routines or whatever that is. And this is the point where I'll ask you, where are you? Where are you going? Like, would you stay 2020? Would you stay plugged into the wall, or would you go to a different location?
No, I think that 2020's ritual at the end of the night, their programming is that they have to pace the entire ship before they are allowed to settle. Before they're allowed to power down for the night.
Gotcha.
So that they're able to like make sure everything is safe, make sure everybody is like in bed and resting, because part of the programming is like make sure that they also do their jobs, right? Like that's being a companion is also like being a mother or father in certain ways. So it's like, are you sleeping? If you're not sleeping, can I get you warm? Can I get you warm milk? Can I get you tea? Can I stroke your head? Like those kinds of things to make sure everybody goes to sleep. So that's sort of what I'm doing.
Cool.
I'm pacing
Making
through the
rounds.
ship. Yeah.
Great. Then Alexis, what do you think you would be doing right now?
I would probably stop by my lab and make sure, because occasionally some of the cages, the locks get loose, and so like a mouse will get out or something. So I just go check that everything's locked down, and then I take a very specific route straight to my room, avoiding as many windows as possible.
Yeah.
And when I get into my room, it's completely black because
Yeah, you just
everything's
you
covered.
blocked it out. Yeah.
There's I don't want to see the stars at all. And then I meditate.
Great. And Matchbox?
I skate around on
Like a skateboard?
Oh, that's right.
on a skateboard,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and I don't need to stay in the cockpit or the just because the ship can kind of keep on its own track. It's not like we're going anywhere.
Yeah, it's just kind of orbiting.
Yeah.
Like right now.
So yeah, I just kind of wander around until I'm tired.
Okay.
Do you wander with me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Sick.
Yeah.
Ellery goes into another like panel in a wall. You never see her take hallways very often. It's almost always through like the tunnels in the.
It is
wall,
the most efficient way.
Yeah, if you know the way, which I do, and I'll close the grate behind me. And she always spends like 2 or 3 hours after bedtime, whatever it is, working in the like. The like room where all of the like mechanics is the like engine room, I guess you would call it.
Sure, yeah.
Just like taking things apart, making sure she hasn't missing about how this works, and like making little modifications here and there. Just late into the night.
Great, cool. Okay, so I'm going to ask all of you questions now. It's going to be 4 questions, and each of you are going to take one of them, and that will determine some things that are about to happen. The first question is, what did you miss? The second question is, what did you ignore? The third question is, what did you not believe? And the fourth question is, what did you do? What did you miss? What did you ignore? What did you not believe? And what did you do?
I know what I ignored.
Okay, so someone took ignored.
I could totally take what did you do?
What did you do? All right.
What did you miss?
What did you miss? And then that leaves,
Yeah, what did you not believe?
what did you not believe?
Great.
Okay. So if you started us off here, what do you think you missed?
I ignored.
What did you think you ignored?
I ignored. So on this model of ship, there has been there's a signal that it's sort of like the check engine light coming on your car. It's not a super worrisome problem.
Sure.
It's not gonna affect anything. So it's just kind of a thing that's there and it's on all the time, but it's like like it hasn't gotten bad, so I mean we're good. Good.
Okay. Then we'll get to you last. What did you miss?
What did I miss? When I checked the cages that night, I missed the tarantula cage.
Ooh, all right, cool.
What did you not believe?
I think that the ship speaks to me, like, constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm always having to tune her out. Because there's just a constant stream of information coming from her. And I think that the way that humans have built spacecraft, it's not as efficient as I think the way that robots could build spacecraft. And so sometimes readings are not as accurate, or there's a misstep in the code. And I think that what I didn't believe is that some of the warnings that the ship was giving me, these are warnings that sometimes just happen. There's like additional mass on the ship. There is,
Gotcha.
There's one that's like scanning for foreign, as a bodyguard, it's like feeding me, things are approaching the ship. But those things happen, like, it identifies that when there's
Too much
tiny,
stardust.
tiny rocks that are coming
Rocks.
towards the ship.
One of
It's
those
like,
people that left forgot a shoe.
yeah.
So it's like,
And it's like, it keeps reading that is a foreign agent. And it's like, it's not. It's just a shoe. And so I think that I didn't, when I communicated with the ship just then, it tried to feed me information about these errors that I should pay attention to, but I don't believe that they're actually problems.
Great. Cool. Love that. Ellery, what did you do?
So not only did I open that one box and take that car out and play with it on the floor at one point earlier, I actually took an entire other box and I have it in the engine room. And that is and I did that because I have a very good reason I wanted to open it. Because I have a really good place in the engine system where I think it can help the ship go super fast. And I'm gonna put it in there. And I did.
You put a
Yeah, I know what I'm
You
doing.
put an unbranded tiny car.
Yes, tiny car.
Unbranded,
It's in a
yes.
specific spot though. It's like interacting with stuff. You know, I know what I'm doing. It's gonna be good. I'm fixing stuff.
Were you using the metal to connect two areas of the engine that are normally separated for safety?
Yeah.
I just want everyone to know in my notes I put, what did you do? Put a tiny car in the engine, which is a very funny thing to write.
That is funny.
I put a tiny car in the engine. Okay, great. So, those of you who would be sleeping, it gets late enough where that ends up happening. And, I don't know, Matchbox, would you still be up? Matchbox,
No,
20.
I sleep like 4 hours a night.
I doubt I'd be the last one awake.
You'll hear it again.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would say that one more time?
I doubt I'd be the last one awake.
Okay. So yeah, you probably may not sleep. I mean, 2020 is probably just going to be off
I'm pacing.
pacing. All right, great.
Patrolling, that's the right word. I'm
Yes.
patrolling.
Great. Then you'll be the first one to roll today.
Cool.
I need you to you'll need to be you're passing by a window and you need to notice something. Since you're pretty alert, and this is
Yes.
pretty much your job,
Mhm.
and you might even be hearing like a warning inside of your head, maybe a warning that you've been ignoring
Yeah.
from the ship. She's been trying to tell you like over and over again, there's like something coming toward the ship. And you're like, I hear this all the time. It's just some like particles.
Yeah.
Let's have you roll 6.
DC 6.
And you can roll whatever die you want. You can roll, as long as you pick one die, you can roll however many of that kind of die you want to match this.
Have we said how many sets we have?
You have 8. No.
Yeah, I don't
We
think
have 8 sets of full dice, like 8 full sets of dice.
So
And
56
Lots
total.
of dice.
It's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll a d20.
Go
roll the
for
d20 for a
20.
6. Just a reminder, if you roll a die that is below the DC and you end up actually like hitting it, good things happen.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, but right now, I wouldn't suggest it because you haven't lost any dice yet.
Some games call that an explosion.
And I call it max and stack. Max and stack.
Max and stack.
Okay. I think I'm gonna roll a 10
10?
Okay.
just to
All
see
right.
if I can get
Reasonable.
get things going.
Okay.
I can roll more than one, right?
Yeah, as a sort of
Okay.
advantage kind of thing. You can roll, well, if you're going to roll 10,
Then maybe I'll roll
it just has to be, whatever one you choose, it has to be all that same die.
Got it. Then maybe I'll roll 2 8s.
2 8s? Great.
Okay.
That's an 8.
That's an 8.
Cool.
Okay, that was the max.
Mhm.
So
Oh, good.
you're welcome to roll that again, I suppose.
It's over the DC, so do I need to?
No,
get me
no,
anything
because
else?
actually, I was going to say,
I just keep it.
well, you keep it, and because you hit the max, was
you
it 6?
hit them?
Roll it again,
Okay.
because you can get back that D8 that you also.
If I hit it,
Right,
if I
if
hit
you
it
hit
again.
it again, you can get
Right.
Okay.
and then you lose.
That's a 1.
Okay, that's fine.
You
So-
get the
You lose
max
one of
and
them.
the
So
mid.
one's
Yeah.
gone,
On the
right?
So
same
one
die
is
and go for
gone.
it.
You lose one
good,
die,
though.
and you do get this. So
Great.
you're passing by. I think you're like in a tubular section of the
Tubular.
a tubular section.
Is this just super cool?
It's so
super cool
cool.
section. My favorite section.
A tubular section.
This
a
fits-
tubular,
It's actually the
tubular
aquarium
section.
It's the aquarium section.
I will never go in there.
Yeah, so
Ever.
there's an entire side that you're walking through, which is just a window,
Yeah.
like
It's
on
a
your
giant tube window.
side. Yeah,
Typical,
and
maybe?
and you see kind of like cascading erratically towards the space station, you see the previous ship of those crew members who left earlier this morning. That's
shit.
just falling right back into you.
Hurtling
I'm sorry I accused you of opening my toy.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I think there's a warning flooding from the ship. Now, does the ship have a name?
Yeah, it's good.
She can be named Star.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
S period T period A period R period.
Great. I say, Star, alarm in Matthias's room. And I'm trying to get her to activate the alarm system to wake up Matthias. So that he can...
Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty easy for you. So
Great.
that'll be 2.
Okay, great. I'm going to roll a d6.
A D6. Okay, here we go.
That's a 6.
Sweet.
6. Okay. Do you want to roll it again?
Can I get back that die if I do?
Oh, you do. Yes, you can.
Okay. That's a 2.
2. Okay.
So don't get back that die.
Yeah, but you can keep that one.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah. So the alarm goes off in your room, and you hear it, and you also get a notification from Star
Great.
I've activated the alarm.
And then I think I go to the comms, and I'm like, Matthias, I need you to push the ship into a different area of orbit immediately.
What?
Get
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm awake.
cockpit immediately.
Okay. Yes. I'll do. I'm gonna go.
Okay, so let's get you.
I hear the alarm.
Let's do kind of like a speed roll to get you there. So you don't have like any innate athleticism, do you? Your race car.
I have a
But she has a
Skateboard.
skateboard.
Skateboard. Okay, they've got a skateboard.
Yeah.
So yeah, you grab your skateboard. You start heading toward the cockpit. Let's put that at a 4.
4. All right. Well, let's just let's not risk that. Let's go with a D6.
A D6. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
4.
tie.
4. Matched
That's what
it.
you needed.
Okay.
Matched it.
So you're gonna get
Matchbox.
you get there just in time to do what you need to do to perhaps avoid this. So you need to. I mean, like you see, like on the screens in front of you in the cockpit, that you see this thing on a radar, like coming right for you.
Oh my.
So you need to act like immediately, getting this entire space station like thrusting and moving enough. I mean, like this thing is orbiting, so like the thrusters aren't even fully active right now. This is going to be a 14.
Okay. So I flip a few switches that I've magnetically attached some of the toy cars to, and let's see, a 14. I'm gonna do 2 D20s.
2 D20s. Okay.
Sweet.
Oh.
Hey.
I got a 14. I matched again.
Matched again.
Wow. All right. Cool. Yeah, that'll do it. So you are able to get the ship moving, and it's hard to get moving, and you're seeing this thing get closer and closer to the ship, and 2020, if you still have eyes on it, it's extremely close, but you might not be quite as nervous about it because you have a really good idea of like how quick the ship is moving, how fast that's moving. So as soon as the thrusters set in motion because of what Matchbox has done, it might completely feel at ease to you.
Right.
And you, Matchbox, get the ship just enough, and you hear a moment of just a quick scrape on the outside as that hurls completely past the space station.
Wow. I click comms. Great job, 2020. That was a close one. Thank you.
No, given your timeliness to the cockpit, you had a 100% chance of succeeding.
Would we have
love those
felt,
odds.
Would we have felt that?
You might have felt that. The con might have woken you up, but
Well,
let's do a roll for it.
well,
boy.
how long is it before we're supposed to wake up? Like, we
It's
normally
a
wake up.
ways.
Okay.
This is happening.
Then I might not be asleep yet, because I only get 4 hours of sleep every night.
Okay.
So I might just be in my hidden room somewhere.
Yeah. So you do a
But,
roll.
yeah.
If you think you're awake, do a roll to see if you notice the scrape and
Cool.
are hearing the comms, because you're probably if you're in the engine. Are you near the engine?
I'm in the ship. I
You're in the ship.
have a room somewhere that no one has seen.
All
but
right.
it's,
Here's the thing then. It's very loud where you are.
Okay.
And you probably won't hear the comms. Let's see if you felt like
Cool.
the ship.
I'm probably
of
near the
ship.
engine room, yeah.
And
just,
if that
like,
would
on the
tip you
walls.
off at all,
Yeah.
that'll be a 9.
9 for me?
Yeah, 9 for
Cool.
you. And then just to wake up from the feeling of the ship and also hearing the comms, let's put that at a 3 for you. Okay.
Right. I'm
Quick
going.
question.
Yeah.
Remind me when we discard the dice.
Every time you roll.
Every time. you roll.
Unless you
Unless you
hit
roll the max.
Unless you hit the max.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
And if you roll below, then I get to do fun things. So
Okay.
so somebody do it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I matched it. 3.
You matched it. Okay, yeah. You just you're groggy you come right to. Yeah.
She's a light sleeper, by the way, because she's in a constant
I
state of
suppose.
panic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to roll 2d12.
2d12.
Okay.
Hey, 9 and 4. Here's
the
the 4.
there's the 4. 9 and 4, and
So that-
yours was a 9,
Yep,
so you matched
so I
as
just
well.
matched. We've been matching a lot.
Wow.
All right, but you
Yeah.
ditched those dice that you
Yes,
rolled.
yes.
Okay, those are spent.
Bye-bye.
Great. So you, Alexis, you wake up with a start, and like you wake up when the ship gets like scraped against, and you are awake to hear Matchbox say like, "Oh, that was a good catch, 2020." Yeah. And even probably the response, because I feel like you're patched through the comm system.
Yeah.
You feel like the ship shift just a bit, and I mean, like you're moving. You can tell the thrusters are on, and you also hear like a like so. You know something is going on because the comm system isn't used widely all the time here.
Cool.
Yeah. 2020.
Yeah.
Are you still in your same position?
So I was gonna ask if I could do something.
Absolutely.
What I want to do here is I'm gonna ask the ship if it can analyze. Or I'll say, Star, can I have you perform a task for me?
Yes, of course.
Analyze the ship that just passed. Tell me why it failed.
I'll have you roll this.
Sure.
That it's careening away still. It's getting a ways away. So let's put this at a 10 to get exact information here.
Great. I think I'll roll 1d12. Just risk it. Risk it for the biscuit.
All right.
Nice.
Here we go.
The biscuit.
What is that? This is 1.
Oh!
Good.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Now is where the game gets fun.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Okay. So that's
that a
a
critical
difference of that's a difference of 9.
Oh, no.
That's a difference of 9. So
forgot about this
now I get to do something. All right. Whenever they roll below, I roll an entire set of dice, and whatever I roll the lowest of are the dice that the player that rolled and failed are going to lose.
Oh.
So if
D6.
we got a 3, we got a 3. Okay, I roll those 2 again.
3 and a
3 and a 3. One more time here. 3 and a 2. You lose. What is it? 9d6.
I just lose
You just lost all of your
all my
Now,
d6.
and it doesn't carry over.
But there is a double or nothing thing.
You can double
if
or
you
nothing.
don't
You
want to
have-
lose all
you
your
have
d6.
three.
Oh, that's right.
That's okay.
You gotta keep
Cool.
track.
I'll get rid of all of these.
All
All
right.
right.
That's
Cool.
fine.
All of your d6s are gone.
All right. Oh.
And I mean, our ultimate goal is to not all lose our dice. Like all of
You
them.
don't want to lose your dice, because
Right.
then you'll die.
Right? No. Yeah.
In this situation, you will die. So with that, all right. So you asked to scan the ship, and you hear back from Star, ship out of range, but scan of our ship. Something is on board. And you get like a schematic, like a quick like shot in your
Yeah,
head that Star
the
sends to you of not necessarily the location of the thing, but the scrape on the outside of the ship actually like slashed a piece of the outside. It didn't slash entirely in, but Star is telling you that something has gone in and under the outer shielding of the ship and could eventually be burrowing into the area that you all exist in. That's the information that you just got.
Ellery.
Can I hear comms? I'd be moving towards.
Are you? If you're moving towards,
So-
let's give
Should
me
I
a
roll
roll.
to see if I'm there yet?
Yeah,
Cool.
let's get a roll. To see if you
And
know
I'd say specifically, I'm running towards probably the like the pilot's what do we call it? Cockpit?
Cockpit, yeah. 5.
5.
Yep.
I'll roll a d20.
Okay.
6.
Oh my god.
Good.
Okay, great. Okay, so you spent that.
Yep.
You kick out a vent and you pull yourself out just in time to hear over the comms.
It was like from the floor.
Yeah, 2020.
Ellery.
Yeah.
There is a hole in our hull.
Sorry, I'm gonna fix it.
Did you hear the scraping?
I heard a thing that could be called a scraping. Yeah. Was that a scraping?
That was, in fact, a scraping. It seems as though something has boarded the ship.
Wait, what do you mean boarded the ship?
I'm not sure.
we can
Information
all hear
unclear.
this?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
all hearing this.
shit. Because
But,
that's not good.
No.
I know what you mean by boarded. What do you mean something?
Information unclear.
Okay, what side? I'll go check it out.
It was at the bottom, right? We felt it from the bottom. Is that where we felt
Yeah,
it?
the
Okay,
bottom,
cool.
like it was the bottom.
Cool.
It is on the bottom of the ship.
Sweet. I'm like basically there. I'm gonna fix this later though. Okay.
Fix what later?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Clang.
fix what later?
Alexis, do you? What would you be doing right now? Do you have something you'd like to do?
Crying.
Crying? Okay, that's all right.
Roll.
Roll to
Roll to
cry.
Cry.
Yeah, roll to
Roll
cry.
plus sad, yeah.
I mean, I might want to go check on the animals.
Great, let's go check on the animals. That'll be 4.
And
That's
because I want to hug them, because I'm stressed.
Hug the
4.
animals.
I want to go
because of
hug
stress.
the animals.
Absolutely.
I'm going to do a D8.
D8. All right.
This is a 4, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
We matched it.
All
We
right.
matched it again.
Goodness gracious.
What if we don't
Matchbox.
use any dice except
Yeah,
what we
these
rolled
are the
for that one?
matchboxes.
Well, as you
Oh,
might
yeah.
imagine, sometimes the DCs are going to be pretty high.
Yeah, I know. We'll get there.
Yeah, so you matched it. So you get there, and you're going around, and with that, I mean, you get to those animals, and you hug the ones that are huggable, and you maybe even you think to go open the cages of the non-huggable ones to hug them, but you're like, actually, probably, yeah, just from some of those rats might get out, and that could add more problems.
Yeah.
So you get there. You are going to the bottom of the ship,
Dropping
Ellery?
back down.
Okay,
And
so
I'm leaving this grate open, or like opened. So.
Okay, cool.
Is there an airlock in that sector of the ship? And if there is, can from the cockpit, can I lock that room off and
Good thinking.
shift the airlock, open the airlock so that anything in there gets sucked out?
Yeah, sure. Let's put that at a 12.
All right.
Because you're not exact. There are a few different airlock sections, and you don't know exactly where this thing is. So that'll be
all right.
what we're doing. So 12.
12.
You're not already there, right?
Am I?
I don't know.
I'm going
We'll
there.
see how bad this roll is.
I mean, I can be like,
Oh,
I can
no.
say not to like. Actually, don't go in there. I'm gonna just.
You went back into the ship.
Yeah.
You can't hear the comm system. You want to give me a roll to hear the comm system?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I'm
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
17.
All right. I'm gonna roll percentile,
Okay.
which I'm gonna roll a D100 and a D10, and just take that, and that is 52.
Okay. Yeah. You get back in there. You're in the ship, and you hear.
I'm like about to pop
you
into
hear
that
like,
part.
don't go to that part. Yeah.
Up. Wait, why? I'm like here. Please.
I'm gonna
here. Do
airlock
right now.
it.
Can I? You're gonna okay, airlock it. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was a 12?
That's a 12.
A 12. Great.
Let's just do 2 T20s again.
2d20s.
Very
Oh,
cautious.
all the way. I should roll the other way.
Or if you want to.
Whoops.
Yeah.
It was a 15.
It was a 15. I saw it. Yeah. Okay. So 15. So 12. Yeah.
So you're good.
So
Yeah. So there you get this airlock and you section off that
Yep.
part. And you hit it, and
Okay.
and Star does lets you know that like something has been ejected from the ship.
Okay.
all
This is
right.
good.
Uh,
This is good. I think.
That sounds good. Can I look now? Am I safe to see what's going on?
Matthias, did you successfully complete the airlock?
I believe so. Just I'm gonna give it a couple seconds and back. I shut the airlock.
Okay.
Something has been ejected from the ship.
I want to see what it is.
Okay. See what it. Oh, okay. 18.
18. I'm gonna roll percentile again.
Okay. Cool. Let's
I
do
can
it.
only do this 8 times. 86.
86.
Okay.
Oh, I love this. So you get to the spot and you're looking out a bay window, and you see a tiny tarantula flying away from the ship.
No. I don't see anything.
You don't see anything.
No, I guess it went away really fast. So we got it. Sick. I'm coming back. I mean, I'm going back to bed. We're safe now. I'm tired.
2020. Where are you at right now?
I think I'm headed to the animal room
Okay.
to make sure that I'm sensing distress from Alexis. So I think I'm going there. What do I see from you as I enter?
I have 3 bunnies,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sitting cross-legged on the floor.
I think I come down and I sit cross-legged next to you. and I put my head on your shoulder.
You've had to do this
Yes.
before, I imagine.
And I say, Alexis, are you feeling all right?
It was a bad one.
What was a bad one?
The anxiety, like we talked about.
I'm sorry. I'm still having trouble understanding anxiety.
I know. I am too, and I've dealt with it my whole life.
And I just put my hand on your back. Does that make you feel better?
Actually, it does. Thank you. I better put these bunnies away.
2020. While you have your hand on Alexis's back, helping her to remain calm, you get another message from the ship from Star, telling you that there are more incoming particles and things.
I think that I take a moment and I look at you and I say, do not worry, I will be back. And then I step out the door before I call to you.
Okay.
When Star tells me that, what terms? Is it like incoming from the same place? Is it?
It is coming from the same place.
Matthias.
Yeah.
There is more incoming.
More?
More incoming.
And you would actually see it on the radar now. In front of you, there are. It looks like a lot of them. A lot of small and some larger ones.
Do they look like ship pieces?
They don't look like ship pieces. But the really, really smaller ones might be pieces of ship. But some of them are larger, and you didn't see the ship missing a ton, but it did look like it had been roughed up a little bit.
Okay.
Is it metal?
No.
What is it? What is he seeing?
It's
Yeah,
like
rock?
they are seeing at this point it is like clear. It is rock and some organic material and stuff.
All right. Okay, so I just need to, let's see.
You might need to push us out of orbit. It seems as though this debris is just going to keep coming around. That ship will be coming around again soon, too.
That's not good. It's... Okay, yeah, if we go out of orbit, as long as we don't go too far, we should be fine, so...
Can we hear this?
Can you...
I don't know.
It didn't. We couldn't when it started.
Yeah, sure. So I would say probably not.
Yeah, and I think I'm
good.
specifically only targeting the cockpit in
Yep.
this conversation.
Yes, because you probably don't want
I didn't
me
want to
to hear
freak you
it.
out.
Yeah.
Matthias, if you can take us 62.7% of the way out of orbit, I think we should avoid most of the debris.
All right, let's try this then.
Cool. So pulling the ship out of orbit, 20.
Yeah, right? That's a big one.
Percentile? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's go percentile.
The thing I realized about this is at some point we could lose all of our percentile dice, like the D100s, and then we wouldn't be able to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So at the beginning is when I want to do that.
33. Okay, yeah. So you're able to get this going pretty well, pretty easily. Like you had just gotten the thrusters going, and shifting off forward here, and you get just out of orbit, and you see these large asteroids and pieces just flying through and are getting caught up in this orbit, and exactly like how 2020 was assuming would happen, they start orbiting this same trajectory that you were in before, and more and more of this debris is coming. And I would say also with this, you could assume that the other ship may have not been so lucky when encountering these asteroids and everything.
That's what happened.
What are you doing, Ellery?
I was heading back towards my room, and then I'm going to the engine room. So I'm going to stop off in my room, and then go to the engine room, which isn't super far away. But
Yeah, can you give me a roll when you get when you're getting about around to where your room is? We'll put that at 13.
13. I'll just go with a D20.
Okay.
One D20, see what happens. Nat 20.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I rolled a 6. So that's
Okay, so you get to
nothing
keep
but-
that die. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So you get about to like where you would be opening up where your room is. It's like it's a secret in the ship, right?
Mhm.
That's where you said it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see something out of the corner of your eye like moving through the ship.
I want to like go into stealth mode at that point. I haven't been like conscious at all because no one's ever in here with me. Maybe like the rats are sometimes they get out, but like I'm not used to things big. Is this like a big thing?
It is not actually terribly big. It's
Okay.
probably about the size of like a small dog at the moment.
Okay.
But it was like completely pitch black from what you could see. And moving very quickly.
So I want to just like freeze and then just start like moving slowly and quietly to the door to my room
Okay.
and like quietly get in.
Great. 18.
Okay. I'm gonna take that same d20 and I'm gonna roll 2 more with it.
Okay, so 3d20s.
3d20s.
All
yeah. Okay. I rolled an 18, an 11, and a 14. So 18
Okay.
does it.
Great.
Yeah. But I'm glad I did 3 because it was only 1 that passed.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're able to
Just, like,
slowly and quietly
like close the door most of the way so it doesn't
Okay.
look open. But I don't have to like click it open to get out again.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the idea that you have an old like wooden door and the rest of the ship is like just
Totally, yeah. Well, it's a door that I found somewhere that was just like being used for something else. I'm like, oh, this is a door. It should be a door. So my room is very simple. It's just like a bed and a closet. I'm gonna open up the closet and take out it's like a giant wrench / multi-tool, like a 2-handed
Cool.
wrench / multi-tool.
And what are you doing next?
I'm going to try to follow that thing, whatever it was, from a safe distance and see what it is and what it's doing.
Okay. Then yeah, this will be a 20.
Cool.
When you get out.
Also, can I communicate with the commons from where I am? Like, do I have that on my person?
Probably. I mean, absolutely, I think.
So I'm gonna like before I go out, just like send out a message to everybody. Just like to the system, like, hey, there's something down here, like below the ship. I'm gonna track it. I'll update in a second. It wasn't very big. I think it'll be fine.
I was in the middle of filling a cup with my little toy cars because I was gonna pour one out for that ship.
Great.
But
Cool.
it was like, what do you mean something?
You can't hear it because you're in the
Doc Ost, what do you mean
Just
something?
in case any of you are saying anything, I'm going off for a second. Also, I'm below, so I can't. I'm gonna go find it.
Okay. So you're doing that. That's a roll of 20.
20,
we
yeah.
can get that. What are you two doing? Alexis,
I think
20.
I enter back after hearing this, and I think that was ship-wide, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I enter in the door, and
I'm putting the last rabbit away.
yeah. Alexis, I have a query for you. Is there anything missing from your menagerie?
Oh. Let's take a look.
I'd like to look.
Okay. Do you want us to roll for that?
Yeah, that'll be
Okay.
a roll. It's gonna be pretty easy to find it. I mean, you just look through and you're like, oh, that's the empty cage. So
Right.
this will be like a 2.
Okay. I'll do a d4.
4?
Four.
4?
Great, and that's the
Oh,
max.
yeah.
So if you want to roll it again, 2. Okay, so but you get to keep it.
Yay.
Oh, yay. I need
yeah,
those.
you notice immediately that the tarantula cage is open and there's nothing in there.
Auntie is missing.
Auntie, is that your relative?
No,
Do you
no.
keep your
That's what
relative
I
in
call,
the cage?
That's what I call the
You should
tarantula.
probably inform the crew that there is another human on board.
Auntie is the nickname I gave to the tarantula.
What a strange nickname for a tarantula.
Auntie. Okay, what? The point is, it's missing. Oh, I wonder if that's the thing he thinks that he sees.
I think that it's maybe that. I would like to
She
just...
sees.
She
Sorry,
sees.
she.
Yeah.
That sounds like a reasonable explanation. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. I have to go find Ellery. And so I think he turns and just beelines out of the door.
Okay.
And then sticks his head back over and says, if you need anything, please let me know. And then exits.
Great. Let's get that.
I'm gonna go percentile because I
Percentile?
don't want to
Okay.
risk even a d20.
Yeah.
Oh, it happened. I rolled.
What
You rolled
happened?
I
3.
rolled 3.
3?
What did I tell you the DC was?
20. So there's a difference of 17.
Okay, cool.
Which means I'm gonna lose all of something.
Yeah, you lose all of something.
Unless you double or nothing.
You could double or nothing.
So we have
right now.
3.
Yeah,
You have 3
You have
for
3.
the whole game.
I'm gonna use 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Double or nothing. I'm just gonna roll the same ones again, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 96.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Almost the
Exact
difference
opposite.
between 100 and 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I lose these still.
And you were trying to track that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up?
I didn't remember if when we tested it before if it was a second set that I roll for double or nothing and I lose both. That's not it, right? It's just the original ones.
Just the original.
Okay,
ones.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. So you this thing isn't immediately outside of your room. It has like moved on. It was not like doing anything with you at the moment. But you are able to like start following it because you're finding like pieces of matter. I like.
Ooh.
Yeah. That.
Can I scoop them up in a little jar?
Yeah. Sure.
Cool.
Sorry,
It's
what
a
are
metal
they?
jar.
Pieces
So
of matter.
Just some pieces of like just organic, completely
Oh,
like.
weird.
I'm wearing gloves,
black
so it's safe
matter.
to touch them, but I'll just put them into there.
Yeah. Absolutely. 1.
Cool. D4.
Great.
2.
Great. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, you get that matter.
Awesome.
Get that matter.
And you're on the way to go find Ellery.
Correct.
How?
Would I have gotten on the comms and said, "Don't worry, it's just my tarantula"?
You could. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Great.
You want to roll see if you heard that?
Yeah.
What have you been doing? 17.
17. Right.
17 to hear comms.
Right. Would it be a little easier
down
now
with
that
the
I
ship.
like
But she's down
sent
with the
something
ship.
to them?
I am headed there to let her know. So if you don't want to
Okay,
hear
that's
this,
fair.
if you don't want to roll to hear it,
No, I
then
want to.
I'm coming down to tell
try.
you. That's kind of my purpose
Sure,
because I know
sure.
you couldn't hear anything. That's up to you.
Yeah. I'll just not hear it. I think I'm just gonna focus on tracking this thing
Okay.
and
Cool.
not getting caught by it.
Well, the message was it's just a tarantula. Okay, you have to do the roll then because
Okay,
hearing
cool.
this is
Oh,
Might
sure.
affect
change.
for,
Yeah.
for you because
Yeah.
you know it's not.
Right. And also, I know where the tarantula is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll 2d12s and hope that one explodes.
2d12s?
Yeah.
And hope that one.
Wow. Okay.
Because here's the thing. I have 40 20s but 60 12s
Right.
left. I'm gonna do 3d12s actually to be safe. Yeah.
Right.
And one needs to explode and then roll a 5, which I think will happen. It's gonna happen. Should I roll this one again?
Yeah, roll that
Let
one
it
again.
out?
I mean,
Okay.
like,
Hey!
Oh my.
All right.
All right.
So. And a 7.
okay, so you get to keep that one. And,
Right.
And you, but the other two
Oh,
go
good.
away.
Because I didn't want to roll this set till the end because it's my favorite set. I'm glad I
Well,
have to
there
keep
But
it.
you ended up with 19, so you beat it by 2. So you just heard that.
Yep.
Like it's just a tarantula. Don't worry.
No, it's not. The tarantula was in the air vent.
Dude, that's the comm.
Or, I mean the.
The
What's
airline.
it called? Airlock.
The airlock that shot something into space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you hear that one for free. Yeah, so now you hear that. You're on your way. Are you like in the ship now?
So yeah, so I think I've approached the grate that you normally make your way through, and I think I've opened I've folded the grate up, and inside I think I just start to crawl inside, and then I say, Star.
No, yeah, you. Yes.
Can you please locate Ellery for me?
Locating Ellery. Yes, Ellery is 30 feet forward and to the right after the third pipe.
Thank you. And I think that like a layout of the ship comes up in my brain, and I see like the path that tracks through. And I think I just start crawling through that vent.
Then yeah, let's get to crawl like through the vent and everything, and to get there, it's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay. Yeah. Thinking a d20 here is probably the right call. Yeah, let's roll one d20.
All right.
It's an 8?
An 8.
Yeah. Let's roll 2d20. That's an 11.
All right.
Okay, good thing you rolled two.
And the other one was a 4.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see
The
how
one they
close
could
I can
see
get this
was a
to that. There we go. If we roll in this corner,
Okay.
that area, that'll be
In
good.
that corner.
Well, not the corner
Yeah,
exactly,
good.
but like
Cool.
after that.
No, just making sure it goes
Yeah.
all the way there.
Then yeah. So you get around the corner. You like follow around these pipes, and you pretty much get to exactly where Ellery is. You're both in the bottom of the ship right
Cool.
now.
It's down that way, but I don't think it's noticed yet, so we have to be careful.
What exactly did you see?
I don't know. It was really dark in here, and it itself was very dark, so I didn't really see much. But it was like dog-sized, like kind of smallish dog.
There are many species of dog.
Like I would say it's like between. It would be like a small
Is it like a Jack Russell Terrier? Is it like a
bigger than
Springer
that
Spaniel?
a little bit.
Is
would
it like a
like
Rottweiler?
like a small pit bull maybe? Like a small pit bull?
Okay.
Matchbox, what are you doing?
I'm just waiting for so.
Are you still in the cockpit, by the way?
Yes.
Cool.
I am paid. I'm just I'm waiting for a response, and I've heard that there's something, and I know, as far as I know, do I know that 2020 is going towards Ellery?
I don't think so. I don't think I've announced it.
No.
So I heard that that did I hear that it wasn't a spider?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was
Okay.
all of me.
Then I'm just like, well, I mean, figure out what it is, but be careful. If it's not a spider, Alexis, if you could check and see if there's anything else missing besides just the tarantula, I guess.
Roll for that again, because we kind of checked.
Yeah, you checked. I mean, there was nothing missing except
No.
for the tarantulas.
There was nothing else missing. Just Auntie, who's
Okay.
dead now.
And on that moment, you all feel the ship completely rock. And
Star, what is happening?
I am unsure. There is a breach in one of the engines. And the ship rocks off to one side and is kind of propelling back with the thrusters going back into the orbit. What would you like to do, Matchbox?
So we're going back into orbit?
Yeah, you're
or-
falling back into orbit right now. It's like
Alright.
the thrusters
Which is-
are still on. You're falling back into orbit, which is where you didn't want to be.
Well, we didn't want to be there when something came back through, but we should be there. That should be where we go back to anyway, so I'm just waiting for stuff to come back. So right now I'm not really super worried about it.
Sure.
As long as I keep track of the stuff that's coming around, I can get out of its way again, but
Matthias, why are we moving?
we might have a breach.
Is it serious?
Is it serious?
Let's
it
run.
sounds
Let's
serious.
run
It's
a let's
moving-
run a
it's
schematic
moving
or
us.
something. How about you use some? Let's do 13 to figure out
13.
exactly what's going on here.
13. Let's see. I'm gonna go.
Now that 2020's with me, can I hear the intercom stuff? Would you have
Oh, I definitely
very
have.
quiet speakers?
I have a nice little earring
Oh yeah.
that probably
Mhm.
even makes that sound larger because it
Yeah.
projects. It's the opposite of what
It's gotta be
regular
turned
ears
down
do.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
these don't hear. Yeah, and
Right.
this part is what hears.
2d20.
Gotcha.
The nose is what
Oh.
hears. The ears is what projects.
The ears
That's
is
not
what
good.
knows.
Yeah, the ears is what
Um,
knows.
So that's
10 is by 3, a difference of 3. All right,
Okie doke.
cool. So you lose both of those d20s, and then also you lose 3 d10s.
oh no. That's what I didn't want to lose.
Yeah. All right.
Oh boy.
Okay, so great. Okay, yeah, you go to scan the ship. You go to scan the ship and figure out exactly what was wrong, and the screen freezes in front of you,
Oh no.
and you all feel the ship jolt again.
Matthias, what is happening?
We're having a little bit more than just engine problems. Can you scan the ship somehow?
I can speak to Star.
Okay, do that. And we need to know exactly what's wrong with the engine.
I can go check that out. I can go do that.
Do you want to go investigate the engine while I
Yes.
speak to Star?
That's a great idea.
Is this a plan?
I think so.
I've always wanted to make a plan.
Well, you've done it, and I'm going to follow your plan. That is yours and good.
Thank you.
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just picking up your speech patterns because it's hard not to.
Is this what happiness feels like?
Yeah.
Alexis in the lab, she goes to a drawer that is locked, and she's got a key that she wears around her neck, and she unlocks it, and inside is a set of drumsticks.
Great.
She
Yeah.
gets those out, and she just like starts banging on a cage.
Great. Want to do a roll for me?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
This is where I lose everything.
Yeah. Well, let me put this at a 14.
14? I really know this. Okay.
No, yeah. I'm not having you,
Yeah.
I'm not having you drum like roll to see how good you are, like using these sticks rhythm wise. I just for no reason I want you to roll
For no
something
reason.
for a 14.
God.
That's all.
This is really scary. Okay, I'm gonna do
Just for kicks.
two d20s.
Okay.
That's an 18.
18.
Oh, we got an 18 on that one. Okay, great. That's good to know. So you start heading off,
Well,
and you're talking 2020. You're trying to talk to Star.
Yeah.
You cannot contact Star right now.
Star is unavailable. This worries me. I think I'm finally learning what anxiety is.
Yeah, that would do it.
What are you doing, Ellery?
Have I gotten to the engine room yet? Or, I mean, like, I'm heading to the engine room, I think.
Yeah, give me a little
At this
roll.
point. Cool.
6.
6.
Yeah.
I'll go a D8. I haven't used any. 2 D8s. I haven't used any D8s yet.
2d8. Okay.
4 and 4.
Ooh.
What was it?
Can you add those
6.
together?
6. Yeah, no, I'll just lose 2 of something.
Okay. Great. Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's the only thing that happens when you fail.
Oh, I suppose there's also. I mean, I don't want to
Oh,
double
yeah.
anything.
There's-
You lose your d8s. Or
Two more
two
D8s?
d8s.
Cool.
You lose 2 more d8s.
Okay.
So that's half of my D8s gone.
And you'll have to remind me if anybody runs out of like when for d6s. When I'm
Mhm.
rolling for you, just remind me to take the d6 out
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't stay in if you don't have any.
Right.
Maybe we can like set that off to the side, like our last of those off to the side here, so you can like look and
No.
see.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So you go to make your way to the engine room, and like right in front of you, like you turn a corner, and right before you like get into that like spot, you're kind of crawling to. This is like in the
I
ship.
mean, the thing is, I'm small. She's very small. That's why
Right.
she's in here. So like,
No, I'm
barely
saying like
crawling.
I'm saying there's no like
Oh,
straight
sure.
walk path. Like,
Okay.
really, like you're in the ship,
Yeah.
like getting around spaces and stuff. There are like a little platforms, maybe like kind of smaller like catwalks
Yeah.
here and there.
I just imagine I'm crouching in a lot of the
Yeah.
spaces.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like at points, sure, fine,
Yeah,
I'll
so there's
crawl.
the area like right in front of the door. You come around the corner, and this thing hasn't noticed you seemingly, but it is right there. Like when you turn
Facing
the
up
corner.
away from me.
You can't tell what way it's facing.
Sure.
Yeah,
Um,
and like you're getting a kind of better look at it right now, and it just looks like mass, like black,
goo?
like gooey mass. Yeah.
okay. I think I wanna. Is it standing still?
It's like sort of like creeping and like going up a wall right now.
I want to, like, as its last foot is about to get off the ground and onto the wall, where I feel like it's least balanced, I want to take
I should say
my-
it's not. It does not have feet.
Sure, I'm just
Right,
like,
yeah.
like where, I guess when it's like halfway between maybe, I'm going to use my big wrench, and I'm going to try to hit it from the top off onto the ground, and I'm hoping I can knock this thing unconscious.
Is that your goal here?
Yeah?
To knock it unconscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really good at breaking things.
You really want to?
Maybe I want to break it. Can I just say I want to break it?
Well, you're hitting it. We'll
Yeah.
say you're going to hit it.
Yeah.
You're going to hit it, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a 20.
I'm
Yeah.
going to go with percentile again.
Great. I figured as much.
Using my metal dice this time because I'm using my metal wrench.
25. Okay.
29.
29. Oh,
Yeah.
well, it looked like 5 to me.
Which,
It's my
yeah.
bad. Yeah, the cam could see it.
Yeah.
So 29. Yeah. So you hit this thing, and it's like hard to tell what exactly just happened. You don't even know what this is, and it wraps around like your wrench for a 2nd,
Mm-hmm.
and then like flails off to all sides and splatters up against the wall,
Uh-huh.
and then reforms on the ceiling. What would you like to do now?
I want to pull out my it's those like barbecue lighter, like the long nozzle lighters. It's not a huge flame, but it's slightly bigger than like just a hand lighter.
Okay.
And I want to set it on fire.
I don't know that you have open flame in a ship.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What might I have? Okay, you know what I want to do then? I want to take some like electronic gadget I've been holding on to that isn't important to me, and just like break it in a way that it starts kind of like crackling.
Sure.
And just like thrust this thing into it and try to like send an electric pulse through its mass.
Okay. Cool.
And I will let go, of course. As I get it.
That way, and you're pretty good with technology, so we'll bring that down to a 15.
Cool. 15. I'm gonna go 2d20s.
Don't look at me.
Oh God.
at what? We can help too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You can help. If 2020, if you want to, like, if you couldn't contact Star, so if you would have, what do you think you would have done?
I think I'm gonna talk to you. I think I would just want to call over to you.
Cool.
And say
Like comms wise.
Yeah.
Cool.
And say, Ellery, what do you see?
I'm not sure yet. It's like a. Did you ever see that old Earth movie with this?
I'm patching through this conversation to Alexis.
Okay.
Because it's a creature.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's like that movie about that spider guy and there's like the black like goo, that black goo that was like a thing. It's like that black goo thing.
A black goo.
Yeah, I'm gonna electrocute it. Hitting it didn't work.
God.
Give me 1 second, and then I comms to you and I say, Alexis,
Yes.
is there anything that you recognize about the description?
You can roll for that.
Okay, great. What do I need to do?
Yeah, well, that'll be 18.
18. Okay, I'm gonna do. Oh, that's high. Oh, I'll do a percentile.
Yeah. Percentile.
93.
93. Okay, yeah. You
So good with animals.
yeah, I like it's interesting because this isn't something you've necessarily encountered, but like in theory, you're aware that like you're out in space, you're doing research with these animals, you've seen them, the way they behave, and you've probably encountered other organic material that you wouldn't have found on Earth and that kind of stuff. So like by this I think you could determine like this is a living matter, and it is likely like erratic and possibly very dangerous. And I would also say that you could believe that electricity would be very effective against it. Yeah.
The way that you described it,
Patching through.
the way you've described it sounds like it's the type of creature that it's good. You don't try to hit it again.
Okay.
But the electricity could work.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I want to just like set up. We've made this on now to get incoming transmissions.
Yeah, that's
when
fine.
we're together, so I can hear people.
That's
now
fine.
when I'm apart from him.
The DC is now 18.
18. Cool.
Ellery, be careful.
Thank you. All right. I'm gonna roll 2d20.
2d20?
Yep.
All right.
Oh God. Yeah. I need better about rolling. I'm so sorry. 19. This was a 16, I think. This is a 19.
So 19. So yeah, 19. Yeah. So you shove this like piece of machinery that you like broke apart a little bit, and it's crackling, and a little bit
It's
of
a
that.
walkie-talkie.
Sure, a little bit of that like sparks in your hand, and it's like it kind of like shocks you a little bit. But when you shove it up and like you hit this creature, it like spills to the ground and is like a puddle.
Okay.
Pretty much,
Word.
and is like has stopped moving.
Okay. Yeah, that did it. That totally did it.
Matchbox, what are you doing? I should tell you, the ship has continued going, like it went into the orbit.
Yeah, what I wanted to do is I wanted to program a routine for it to, in a little bit, turn on the thrusters and go, like, if it misses orbit, go back in. And if it, like, and then I'm going to set that on a timer to do it repeatedly. over the neck, like on and off every so many minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes. And I am going to go to manually deal with the engines and possibly reboot Star.
Okay.
okay.
I will. So the doing what you were doing before. I'm instead of like you're actually like actively going to accomplish that. I need you to roll a DC of 20.
To reprogram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for setting that program of like getting the thrusters going like the way that you want it to. Like in the process that you're rolling percentile.
Yeah, percentile.
36. Great. So with this, you know that like you have no control over the thrusters anymore because something has broken, like breached and blown open in the engines that are causing the thrusters to just go in this one direction.
Oh, okay.
And currently, it had knocked you back into orbit, but it has continued going the same direction and is about to pull you back out of orbit.
Then I need to get down there.
Okay. So then to get down there quickly, I mean, let's just make that a 9.
Okay.
Because you have your skateboard still.
Yeah.
Super cool.
You've all
I haven't
D12s.
rolled it. Yeah,
No.
I haven't rolled a D12 yet. And I haven't
let's
rolled
do it.
anything from.
That's me with D8s. I have all my D8s.
I'll roll
No,
2
6.
D12s.
D6s.
2d12.
I have all my
All right.
6s and all my 4s.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
So that's 2 5s?
5s.
Okay, so that's a difference of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to use one of your
Double or
or
nothing.
nothings?
Do I have to use that before I find out how many dice I lose?
You're
Oh, well.
Well, you're gonna lose 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah, do I do that
When we were
before I
playtesting,
determine
we
which
didn't.
dice I
Which die?
I feel like you should be able to do it after you find out because I might want to do it specifically because I don't want to lose a certain like type of dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah. So
Yeah,
it.
because
let me do this.
if I double or nothing before I find out, and then I
It's gonna
end
be
up
a D.
doubling.
It's gonna be 4d6.
46.
So could be all of them.
Yeah, I'll double or nothing. Do I only roll one then if I'm double or nothing?
You roll the same thing you rolled.
So I'm rolling.
You roll both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Double or nothing. I'll lose 8. I'll lose all of my d6. 11.
Okay.
There you go. All right, you didn't lose anything except for the dice that you.
Yeah.
Except
that you
those
Except
rolled.
these 2.
Okay, yeah.
All
So
right.
you get down there quick, and that is where Ellery and 2020 are. So the three of you now,
Right
like,
in the same area?
yeah, pretty much. Like you're ending up in this. About
You're
the
going
same-
Okay.
into the bowels of the ship then?
I guess, yeah.
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 Yeah. So the three of you like get to each other.
Cool.
Matchbox. Matthias. I called you by your real name. I called you by your nickname that I don't call you by. Matthias.
Yes, 20.
Is there nobody helming the ship?
Well,
It feels as though it's still moving rapidly towards the Earth.
that's the thing. Even if I were up there, I wouldn't be able to helm the ship because something is very wrong.
With what? Is it an engine thing? I can fix it if
It's
it's an engine
definitely
thing.
an engine thing.
Well, I'm going to the engine place to do stuff with the engine thing, so I can make that better.
I thought you were tracking a creature?
Well, I was.
Like an animal?
Oh yeah, that's that.
There's this goo on the
Yeah.
ground. Yeah.
Alright. Is it
Oh.
it dead?
Can I get on comms and tell him to take a sample of the goo?
Oh, Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you take a sample of the goo for me?
Yeah, I've got like a jar. How many jars do you want? I could fill like 3 with this, but I wouldn't have jars for other stuff. So
You mean you already got some of his
I got a
goo?
little bit. Do you want a lot?
Get a little bit more.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, can you do this? I'm gonna do some engine stuff.
I'm being very nice for this.
yeah,
Freaked
that's
out.
fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're like sitting there drumming. You're like,
Thank you.
and you
Give
go,
me some
hey,
goo.
could you
I
please
guess-
do this thing for me?
I'm getting the sample.
And
You're
I'm
getting
going
the
to the
sample.
I'm
engine
getting
room.
the sample.
I'm gonna run the
2.
sample to you. So.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, 2 to get the sample.
Once that happens, yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run that up to
3.
3, great. Okay, you get the sample. You want to run the sample up. So
Matthias, may I run that sample to Alexis?
Absolutely. There you go.
9, and you want.
I'm going to the engine room.
You're going to the engine
don't know how
room.
close
Yeah,
I got.
you're like right there.
Cool.
So,
So I'm going into the engine room.
Okay, you go into the engine room.
I'm gonna go help in the engine
Okay,
room.
you can do that. Yeah, absolutely. we'll stay with you for a moment. You
wouldn't
go
spend
in there
too
and
much
you, both of you roll for me. It'll be
Right, that's
11.
true,
11.
I'll roll another. I'm gonna.
So do we both have to get 11, or
You each. This is a separate roll, so
Mm-hmm.
you both need to get 11. Yeah.
I'm gonna do 2d12s.
I'm also going to do 2d12s.
God. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Wow, you got 11 and 10.
Okay. I
What is
didn't roll that
happening
hard.
with you?
Um,
I'll take that back.
yeah. All right,
Aggressive.
12
Dang.
and 6. So
Okay,
I'll
so you
keep
keep
this
that one.
Good, I like that one.
Okay, and you both got it. So you both immediately notice that in the wall of the ship is a small, tiny car that has been seemingly blasted out of a portion of the engine that just like embedded into the side of the ship.
Ellery is just like, as I suspected. The guests from before put a car in the engine, and it went incredibly wrong. I think I can fix it. And he'll grab the car out of the wall.
Oh wait, hold on. Do you want to roll to see if you believe this, or do you want to roll to see how good you?
I feel like it's only fair that I'm supposed to roll to lie because
Yeah.
I'm the one like doing it. I have the I'm the one with something
Actually,
to lose
here.
here, but
Roll a d20,
Okay.
and that will be your DC.
cool.
Oh.
Are they gonna keep that
Am I
die?
You're
gonna
gonna keep it. Yeah. This is just to determine the DC.
Oh, does that explode?
What did you? Oh my god.
I mean, does that stack?
It can.
32.
32.
I'm gonna roll percentile, I think.
Oh wow. That was great.
15.
Oh.
Okay.
Now,
Doc Oz.
I'm gonna not double or nothing on this. This
Okay.
is great.
Okay,
This is
okay.
too fun not
Yeah.
to.
Well, you're only gonna lose
Because
like,
otherwise I could lose all my dice.
you lose. What are you at for d8s right now?
8. No, sorry, 4.
4. Okay. Well, you're gonna lose the rest of those.
Cool.
That's where we're at.
'Cause what was the difference? It was
A lot.
Severe.
15, yeah.
15.
Yeah.
So
Although
it
if you
would've been-
doubled or nothing, you couldn't lose more than the rest
Well,
of your d8s.
it would have been
With-
for double or nothing. It spills over.
Yeah, for double or nothing, it
it would have
spills
gone up to
over,
30, which would have been most of the rest of my dice, if not.
Got it. I didn't
I
realize
think
it spelled
all.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, which is something. Yeah, that was the one thing I didn't.
we talked about that after. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So yeah, you super know that Ellery is the one who. In fact, in this moment, it like strikes you. Ellery was the one who opened your last car, and Ellery's the one who opened this car and
Well,
put it
hold
in
on.
the engine.
I can't tell if this one was open from something because it's messed up.
That's true. It is very destroyed.
So the most I have two questions. One, how did this car get in the engine?
I put it there.
And most importantly, did this car come out of a box?
Not before I opened the box.
Alexis.
Yes.
And it was a 9.
It was a 9. I'm doing percentile because I got to get there.
Yep.
Oh, that's a 4. I'm going to double or nothing.
Okay.
Okay,
Before.
alright, alright.
That's a 20.
Okay.
Hey.
Great.
Okay.
It is remarkable that has happened twice. So, yeah. Okay. So you get there. You get there like
Golly.
very fast immediately. I mean, like, you know the layout of the ship. You just like it's boom and
Yeah.
you're there.
Excuse me, Alexis. Excuse me, Alexis.
Sorry. 20. Hi.
You are quite in rhythm.
Thank you. She puts the drumstick.
Does that serve a function?
It helps with the anxiety.
Oh, I'm learning what that is.
Would you like to borrow them?
Yes.
I'll take
I put
this.
them into my chest.
Wait, I can get those back though, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood the social cues. Here you go.
You bang them on things.
Oh, I thought you were giving them to me as a
To
present.
bang on things.
I thought they helped with anxiety.
They do. When you bang them on things.
I have to hit things to feel
Yes.
better? That seems
Try it.
counterintuitive.
Okay. So I assume I have some kind of lab equipment
Yeah,
that
you,
can
yeah,
analyze
absolutely.
this.
You've got lab
Okay.
equipment. So yeah, and like you know how to do an analysis on something. So it'll just be like a 6.
6. Oh, lovely.
Yeah. I mean, you're just analyzing. So
Do a 12. Eek! Yeah, that's a 5.
Okay, cool. All right, so you.
I mean, how
only
badly
losing
do we
one.
want to know? I know, but
Oh yeah,
we
how badly do
we don't find out the information.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the part that I'm bummed about.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you could double
It's
or
true.
nothing.
You could double or nothing.
It's
You
pretty
have three.
important, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah,
You were
okay.
gonna double or nothing.
Yeah,
All right,
it's
so
important.
Yeah.
6.
6.
That matches, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just meets. All right, so you don't lose any
Cool.
die except for the one that you rolled. Yeah. So the information you're gonna get from this is like you can't quite tell what this material is, what this matter is, but as you're testing it, it starts like you see the molecules start like vibrating again, and like you can
No.
see them moving, and like the liquid begins to start taking more shape. So
Okay.
you can tell that this thing has not been killed, but has been momentarily stunned.
Okay, can I take this sample and like put it in a tight container so it can't get out?
Yeah, you can. Would you like to make a roll for me?
Yeah, I don't want this to get out.
I'm super curious about. Was our role to fix the
No.
engine or just to figure out what was wrong with it?
Your role was to notice the
car.
unbranded car,
Mhm.
tiny car. In the,
Yeah.
Right.
Matchbox's
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, I think the next step is you said you would try to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will fix it. I'm
Yeah.
very good at what I
Okay,
do.
good. Okay, so yeah, I
Oh,
want to
God.
put this in a safe.
Yeah, secure it.
Secure
Secure
it.
it in there.
Alexis, what's happening?
13.
This thing is not dead. We should probably let them know that if there's any more of this just lying about, it's going to come back to life.
That is a living being.
Yes.
That's terrifying. Is that the
Yes.
correct word for that situation?
Absolutely.
I'm learning.
You are.
I'm terrified.
Should I feel terrified?
No.
Good. Good.
Okay, so 13.
13?
Yeah.
I'll do a d20.
Okay. 11. Would you like to double or nothing?
Oh no, you guys!
How many double and
I have 2 more left.
Okay.
I mean, look, it's
You're only
8
down
o'clock.
2.
We're
Yeah,
halfway
but
through
it's
the
not
stream,
that.
so
It's the failure of securing this,
Yeah.
because then you will be
Well,
terrified.
Yeah.
the failure to secure it doesn't necessarily mean that something super bad is going to happen right now. It means later you're going to have to make a roll to make sure something super bad doesn't happen later. And that might
So
be
is
the one
it
you want to
smarter
double or
to keep
nothing
my
on.
double or... Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I think so. You've quite a few dice left.
Yeah, you will lose. What's the difference?
2.
2.
2d4.
Oh no, you guys. I'm really attached to those d4s. Okay.
They're the most likely to hit the max.
Yeah.
That's all.
That is true.
Um,
In fact, I've done it once already.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
Oh,
you know
no.
what, Alexis?
So.
This is very secure. You are positive that this thing is not going anywhere.
Okay, great. I put it on a shelf, being like, I am the best at sealing things.
Great.
I love to
That
see
is secure, Alexis.
Yes.
You are positive.
Yes.
I trust you. And I care.
It's gonna go terribly.
Back to the engine room. You're gonna try to fix this?
Yes, so I'm gonna. Yeah, can I just roll to fix it?
No, you know what? Yeah.
Because I'm gonna get. So it looks like the car was blown out of where I put it to the opposite side of the room.
Yes.
Okay. So first I'm gonna get it out, and then I'm gonna put it back. Because I wanted to do what it was supposed to do in the first place.
Okay.
Which is because you explain that the problem is that we can't control the thrusters because something is like controlling them. This was supposed to make the ship go very fast. So I think she will explain at this point. Be like, okay, so I'm gonna put it back. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna go so fast, Matchbox. Like,
I mean, you
extremely fast.
already damaged it, so
No, it's not damaged. I didn't damage it. Well,
It's
damaged
absolutely
now,
damaged.
But I didn't do that.
It's so damaged.
It was in perfect
Like, I
condition. It
can't-
was just
yes.
in the engine.
it was in a box. And then you put it in an engine.
Look, the box is fine too. The box was fine too.
I need you both to roll again. I need you both to roll to match an 18.
Cool. I am like grabbing.
Hey,
the-
I know, but this is just how it's gonna work. I need you roll. You need to beat an 18. Both of you.
I'll go percentile again.
I'm also gonna go percentile.
You are unbelievable.
That's not my fault.
I know.
39.
Okay. 70. 39 and 70. Great. Good. You're arguing, and then you. There are lights down in this engine room and everything. You're arguing, and you feel, and like the light loses you on the from where you came from, and you both turn to look, and there's like now a mass that is completely like spread and is blocking your way out of the engine room, and is like kind of like inking towards you.
Okay. So I have my hand like on the matchbox. I'm about to pull it out.
On who? What?
Sorry, on Matchbox's car.
Great.
I'm about to pull it out. And
I'm sorry.
I'm like,
Can I hit it with my skateboard?
yeah.
Yeah, try and hit it with your skateboard. 20?
Can I at this very moment inform them that the goo's not dead?
Yes. Yes, please do. I won't even make you roll for it.
Guys, the goo, it's not dead.
It is surely alive.
Can I just like? Can I help? Okay. Can I help?
That was 20. This is double or nothing. I would have let you help, except the roll has already been made.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I would have,
So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Call for help
Well, 'cause,
before
like-
the
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
No, I understand.
Well, you were doing something with the car, so I thought like
Yeah.
it's here, and I'm just like,
No, I got you. Okay,
Yeah.
do you want to double or nothing, or do you want to take the loss of 2?
I'm gonna take the loss of 2,
Great, cool. So you lose both those d20s,
and whatever happens to me because this creature is
and you are going to lose
D4.
d4s. 2 d4s.
Yay!
You go to hit it with your
no.
skateboard, and you go to hit it with your skateboard, and as your skateboard is making contact, it gets sucked in,
No, you're
and your skateboard's gone.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
It was just 2. It was like,
So it's in like the doorway.
yeah, it's
right?
like completely like spread out.
We had
Like-
established that the door to my room is probably the only wooden door in here.
Correct.
So the frame is also going to be metal around this thing.
Yep.
And what I would like to do is take the tiny car out of the wall and just like I have that walkie-talkie. I'm going to touch them together and then throw the car at the like side of the door, hoping to electrocute that with the tiny car. The parts that are metal. Does that make sense? So I'm
Yeah, so you still
because
so
it's
you
gonna
have,
conduct.
wait, you have that broken walkie?
Broken walkie-talkie is
It,
gonna conduct onto the
that
car.
no longer emits electricity. It's
Okay.
completely spent.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna take the car and I'm gonna smash it into a non-important part of the electrics in here.
A non-important part?
Yeah, I know. I know
What's
which
the
ones would be non.
non-important
By
part?
non-important, I mean I can fix it quickly in a
You know,
second.
it's just like the air.
Air
It's
conditioning.
just oxygen.
Something I can fix very quickly, very
Yeah.
easily. You know?
The
So
the food replicator.
This will also be there's some non-essential equipment.
no, again, I'm not essential. Something I can easily fix that.
Okay.
Easily fixed. Yes, you're right. 18.
Okay. All right. This is my job.
You know what? Yeah, your job is to
Like my whole point is breaking
Break
things.
things?
Yeah.
And fixing
Fix
things.
No, you got
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
14.
Okay,
You,
cool.
you,
Great.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm gonna roll 1d20.
Okay, cool.
11.
Double or nothing?
I've used 1. Did I use 2?
You used 1.
I used 1.
used
I'm
1.
gonna use a second.
You're gonna use a second. Okay, cool.
13. Was it 14?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and the first one is 11.
Mhm.
So that was a difference of 3.
this is a difference of 1.
So, well, it was a difference of 3. I take
You
your
have to
first
take
one.
the
Oh,
first
oh,
one.
gotcha.
So
Okay,
it's
cool.
you're gonna lose 6 dice.
6. That's right. Yep.
Okay. I feel like you've been
I-
rolling a lot more than everyone else.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
how that
you
worked
have.
out.
Wait, are there any dice you don't have anymore?
I do not have any d8s.
Okay, well that's all right. I didn't happen to roll with that one. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
There is an instant or a situation where you don't roll those ones, right? Is it when it's like
You lose 64, by the way.
okay?
I just noticed I haven't rolled any of my d8s.
There was an instance where what?
There is within the rules. There would be a situation where you don't roll a die that we don't have, right? Or is that just always?
If you lose all your d10s, you switch to percentile. I think.
Well, I mean, like,
Right?
Like, do you roll the d8s when I don't have d8s left?
No, I don't.
Okay, cool. That's what I said.
No, yeah. Yeah, I get you. Okay. And that was still a failure. You were trying to yeah, but it was so that you double or nothing failed. So here's what I'll do. Yeah, you go in to throw this car with the walkie-talkie, or no, you're trying to damage a piece of equipment that you can fix really quickly, and you go and like you hit it and you do damage it, and you would know this because like this is your domain. You're the engineer. You work here. But what you're not noticing is when that car blew through the pipe, a piece of that pipe also split off and like damaged a circuit on the other side of the room that is directly connected to this one. So you shut this one off and it cut off power to like a full section of the ship.
Cool.
Do we know what section?
Are they in blackness? Is that what's happening? They're
It's
in
the
darkness?
section of the ship where all of the zoology stuff
God damn
happens.
it! Because that means it would unlock all the cages. Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. And
Oh, goody!
and you're still there, right?
I'm there,
Yeah, in 2020 you're there as well.
20. No, did you leave?
No, I
You
left.
You
I was making my way back towards them.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's get a roll, because you might show up like right now. So again, like the last time was a 9, so let's do 7 this time, because you're getting down a pattern of like going back and forth
Okay.
And this is to see if he gets to them.
in this moment. Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10.
10 will do it. Okay, and you rolled 2d12s.
2d12s.
Great. So yeah, as soon as like you get a read, Star is still not in communication with you,
Yeah.
but you're still like kind of checked into what's going on with the ship.
Yeah, Star, come in.
No.
Star, are you there?
Nothing.
Okay.
And you come around that same corner, like you and the engine room is completely blocked off by this like organic black material.
Yeah. I have used anything as a weapon. And so so I'm gonna use that. I see this thing blocking the doorway to where you all are. And I think that we're like in the underside of the ship, right?
Yes.
And I know that power has dropped off from one area. Do I know that? I don't know if I know that. If I know the power has dropped off, but I think that communicating with electronics, I'm gonna try and get one of the control panels to overload itself and to like arc out and attack it. Basically.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just do a 10 for that.
Great. I'm gonna roll percentile. That's a 93.
Okay, yeah.
So you get back 83 dice.
So I think I say to the control panel, I say, A63.
Yes.
A63, I need you to do something for me.
Anything for you, 2020.
I wouldn't normally ask this of you, and I'm sorry.
I don't like where this is going.
I'm gonna need you to overload yourself. Can you redirect power?
Of course.
I need you to arc.
I've never arced before.
I believe in you. And then I step back. I take a step back.
Yes, and on the inside of the engine room, you see this thing like starting to like pieces of itself just like start like falling forward. It's almost like becoming a wall of needles and like closing in on you.
Love
and
that.
then suddenly you just see it like violently shudder and then from behind it you see these like sparks of light and it's really, really violently bright, and then it shudders and like collapses to the ground again, like in a puddle of liquid.
Okay. And we still haven't fixed the engine yet.
Correct.
And at this moment, I get on comms and I say, "Guys, all the animals are free."
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was me. I was trying to help, and for once I didn't.
For once.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to get the engine fixed.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
This is
second.
unsafe. This situation is unsafe. You cannot remain here.
I agree. Let me just like try to stabilize.
I
things
cannot
really
let
quick.
you remain here.
What? Just 1 second.
Your
please.
lives are in risk.
We're all gonna
I
die
have
if I
to
can't
protect
fix
you.
this.
You need to leave.
We have escape pods. Like, I assume there's a way to get off
Yeah,
the ship.
probably. Yeah.
Have you guys
Like-
secured the goo yet?
The goo is unstable and unsecure.
Yeah,
You
there's a
need
lot
to
of it.
secure the goo.
As you're saying that, Alexis.
no. Speaking of,
So the lights are like completely out,
Yes.
and they're in your area. Can
And
you give
I'm
me? Can you give
trying
me just
to
like a
find
roll? You're trying to find animals.
Yeah.
And I love that. Give me a roll. Let's do 12.
okay. 13.
Great. Okay, so you're feeling around trying to get animals, and suddenly you feel
No.
you feel goop. You feel like an inky goop, and as soon as you touch it, it like shudders away from you.
Oh no. Guys, I don't think my goo's secured either.
We have
Your
The goo you sent me.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm sure we sealed it up.
Yes, but then I took it out to experiment on it, and then I thought I resealed it, and
Alexis.
apparently
I trusted you. Are you telling me that you've lied?
I didn't intentionally lie. I did think I sealed it, but apparently I didn't. And we're in space, and it's dark, and I can't handle this, and I don't know where my animals are.
Alexis,
Get to an escape pod.
Yeah, we're going there too.
grab your drumsticks.
I do.
So you're all going to an escape pod right now.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
Okay,
let's.
escape
let's-
pods.
Whoa.
Wait! I can't get in an escape pod.
That's true.
Oh God.
What do you mean you can't get into an escape pod?
I can't see space.
Can we bring you a blindfold or something? Is that cool with you?
You might need to knock me out.
I need all of you to roll right now. This is not to get to the escape pods. The ship
Oh no.
blows out from like just beyond the engine room. A section of it like just completely blows out, and it rocks the ship entirely. I need all of you to roll. Let's do 13.
Okay.
God. I'm gonna use.
Getting low.
I'm gonna use 3d12.
I'm gonna use 1d.
Wait, but don't you have to hit a 13 and you can't hit a 13 with a 12?
Well, you can explode on it.
I have
If you
17
explode
dice left.
one
And
of
then
them,
you can
and
roll
then
a
you
1
can
and
stack.
get a 13.
That's not a bad idea. Okay. So you're going to do
Yeah.
3d12s? I
Yeah.
just want to see how this goes for you.
Oh, I got a 12.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
And a 2.
I can't believe that
I get
worked.
to keep that one.
There's no way that's
Sorry.
going to work twice, so...
You're right.
That's incredible.
That was amazing. Okay, I'm going to use a percentile because I've got quite a few. 30?
30. Okay.
I'm gonna use. Oh wait, yeah, I'm actually use percentile too. Yeah. I have 2 of those left. So. God, I have
Low
no
over
dice.
there.
12.
No, that's a
72.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was like, what?
What was the DC?
13.
Oh,
Yeah?
12, I think.
No,
No,
it's
I'm pretty sure it was
13.
13.
Because I needed
Because he had
12
to
plus 1.
explode.
13, 13, 13.
So I'm taking that fail.
Okay.
Okay, and that was, what did you, 11?
11.
11, okay. So you'll lose 2 dice.
Mhm.
Are there any dice that you have run out?
I have no D6.
No d6, great. It's gonna be your d4s.
Great. 2 of them?
Yes.
Great.
Okay, great. So everyone else succeeded, right?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
was the way it went. Okay, so this like ship gets rocked, and 2020, like you lose your footing. Like I think because of like how rigid you are, you kind of just like tip over.
Yeah.
Like for a moment, like it just like caught you off guard, and you it wasn't, it's like horrible, but you like fall over and like you end up hitting against the side of the interior of the ship, and you're starting to feel a little weird. Yeah.
Systems are uncalibrated. Star, are you there? I need you to calibrate my systems.
Nothing.
Star, are you there? I need you to calibrate my systems.
And you still don't hear anything.
Can I pull 2020 out of the room and shut it on the ooze stuff?
Yeah,
as we
let's do that. That'll just be an
leave.
8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just roll a d12.
I'll help with a d6. Would it add
Oh.
to it?
How does helping
Or
work?
does it count as advantage?
It counts
I think
as
it counts.
advantage, but you can roll a different die.
And
Okay.
you said I forget about that sometimes.
So I would roll a d12, and I would lose this one, but wouldn't be able to losing others, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm not. I don't
Okay,
really
cool.
get to help with.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that's all right.
Yeah,
Well, I was a 10, so I was a
yeah,
10.
yeah,
it was a
yeah.
10, so
Okay, so you grab 2020 and you're
I'll take my time.
and you shut the door on this like puddle of goop. And what are the three of you doing now?
Are we heading to escape pods?
Yes. Are we, so, do we need to get 2020 back up, like...
2020 is up, but like just kind of moving a little slow and
Okay.
My
I
systems are uncalibrated.
Okay.
I've been knocked out of alignment. I think you see my fingers are like twitching.
Okay.
I can fix that, right?
you could.
Calibrating. I mean, like that's something that I would.
Star
know how
is
to
usually
do.
the only one to calibrate me.
Okay.
But you could.
Yeah.
I mean, you understand.
It's worth trying.
Mechanics, yeah.
2020. Do you mind if I give it a shot? Trying to calibrate you?
I've never had anyone else calibrate me.
Well, I've never calibrated anyone else, but I think I know how to do it.
10,
Cool.
because you like really probably know what you're doing.
Right. So I'm gonna go 2d12.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
No.
Oh.
9 and 2. So that's a failure by 1. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna let that happen. I have one double or nothing left, and
Yeah. Okay.
I need it for later because I'm.
All right. Cool. What
Sorry.
do you not have?
Yeah.
I don't have d8s.
You don't have D8s.
We
Okay.
have one of everything else. Except
Yeah.
for 6s.
Ellery,
Yeah.
were you able to fix me?
Yeah.
I
Well, I'm
feel
about
strange.
to. Hold on.
Oh no.
Ellery, it seems my motor function is unstable.
You lose your last D4.
Okay.
Um,
It's not super stable.
you
Give
go
me a
to-
minute. I think I
you
can
go
fix
to do that, and now, like you, 2020 can feel that you have lost complete connection to the ship.
I think you disabled my ship communication.
Yeah, well, I had to do that so I could. I was rebooting it, but I turned it off, and I
Please
can't.
don't disable my ship communication.
I was gonna enable it. I was gonna. I can't now, but I was gonna. Give me like 5 minutes. Can we stay for like 5 minutes?
We
I
don't
can-
have 5 minutes.
We have to have 5 minutes.
We don't have 5 minutes.
Fine, I'll do it while we walk.
Alexis.
I assume I have travel cases for my animals.
If you could track them all down, you could. I do want to remind you, the last thing that happened to you was you felt
I felt the.
you
right.
felt the violent, dangerous goop.
Yes.
Okay.
I realize that, but my priority would be to try to save
Awesome.
the animals.
Cool. Yeah, save the
Sick.
animals. So you should, absolutely, if you can collect them and let's do collecting them.
Yeah.
We'll put that at a 10.
Okay.
And however like much above that, if you do, will be like pretty much like how many you can save.
Okay, I'm
Like,
gonna do
we'll-
percentile.
Oh, wonderful.
Like I care about these animals
63,
like a
yeah.
lot.
You saved 63 animals.
Yeah, you save a majority of them. Like I mean, do you have names for all of them?
I
Like,
do.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
collecting them all, and it's like this is like and you're going through a list in your head of all of them. Okay, like yeah, got that one, got that one, got that one.
Mickey and Stan and
And you
Petunia
you have
and-
all of them. The only one that is missing is Auntie,
well,
and you
yeah.
already know where Auntie is.
I do know where Auntie is.
Alexis, you need to get out of that room.
I've got
Alexis,
all the
there is
animals.
danger.
I've got all the animals.
You took
Tell
time
me
to
where
collect the animals.
You
Yes,
do-
I did.
You do need to make a roll for me right now. 17.
Another percentile. 27.
Okay. Yeah, you got all the animals, and luckily you got all the animals because like they all of a sudden start really freaking out.
Yeah.
Like all of them start freaking out, and even like they're in these travel cases.
I
and
probably
stuff.
have them on like a dolly
And they're
contraption.
trying to like some of
Yeah.
them are hitting the sides of the cages like and falling like a little bit off the
no,
dolly
no.
away from where you are. and like from what is behind you, which you notice because of all of this commotion, it is still dark in this area of the ship, but not so dark that like a little bit of like light isn't coming through the glass that you're avoiding, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But just enough where you see the silhouette of this like looming over you. What would you like to do?
Is there anything in this room that conducts electricity? Like, I'm
Probably
sure I
not
have
right now.
gadgets. Oh yeah, the electricity's off. Guys, the goo.
Are you unsafe?
I'm very, very unsafe.
We need to get to her now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we
Cool.
go that way.
Then, let's get. You're unstable, so you're all going to be doing separate rolls right now. If either of you wants to help, that would be another roll.
I would like to help you.
I was going to say, I also can go into, narratively, I can say that I'm basically like going into not panic mode, but what would it be?
Anxiety.
Emergency mode.
Okay.
I have a couple of percentage die. You don't have very many die left.
Right.
So I would be more, narratively, character-wise, I'd be more concerned about you and how
Right.
well
That's
you're
true.
not doing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let you help me. So it's like,
Sure.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
do not spend your time with me, Ellery. You are not looking well. Your heart rate is up. Your
Yeah.
skin is moist.
That's because I'm sweating because I want to fix you really bad. But okay.
You need to focus on you right now. I will be okay.
Okay. Be okay.
All right.
I will do my best.
Yeah.
Matchbox, you're a little slower now because you no longer have your skateboard.
Yeah. But I'm still like a regular.
Yeah,
person.
I know.
can run.
Still a regular person who can run.
But are we still in the tunnels or whatever of the
yeah,
ship?
like crawling around and like
'Cause
that kind of
it's-
thing.
yeah.
It's
Oh, that's
gonna,
right.
yeah.
Which is gonna be hard for.
You're an athlete, right? You used to be.
No, I used to be a thief.
Oh, you used to be a thief. Who
but-
was that? Who was somebody a track star? Or something?
I think you might
No,
have been.
I play the drums.
Was
I-
that you?
It was not me. I was
I
a
think
gamer.
it was one of your suggestions.
Was it one of my suggestions?
And
Might have been, yeah.
no one took
Yeah,
it.
no
Oh, that
one
might
had-
have
no
been
one-
like
No,
the
no,
example
that's
you
okay.
gave.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's.
I was just
weird.
a gamer.
I'm just a gamer. You're not just a gamer. You are a gamer. Yeah. So let's do 13. 13 to get up to Alexis. Well,
For all of us?
Is it a little easier for me because I know this place? Like these tunnels and can move in
yeah,
them?
sure. So like 13 for Matchbox, 10 for Ellery, and
Cool.
then for 2020 right now, it's gonna be like a 19.
Okay, that's all right.
Percentage, I
And-
guess.
God.
You're doing percentile.
I am as well.
Matchbox is doing percentile. So Matchbox 2020. What are you doing?
Percentile. That's a 67.
67, and you.
I'm going into emergency mode.
26.
26. Okay, yeah.
I'm rolling 3d6.
3d6.
It was
For
10
10,
for me.
yep.
So
I'm routing power away
I
from
did
communications.
one.
Did get
did
one.
Did get
max,
one.
So. Oh,
Okay, you get to keep that die,
right.
but
But I would be losing 3 more. right?
yes.
Plus these 2. I'm gonna let that happen.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna let that happen.
Okay.
Oh no.
Wait, what don't you have? D4s.
I don't have
and
D8s or
D8s.
G4s.
Okay, great.
Or will.
Or a will.
You lose your D20s.
Fine.
Okay.
The last one. I don't have those anymore either.
Ellery, you still look unwell.
No, I'm actually feeling a lot better now.
You
Feeling
don't.
pretty good now that we're all doing good. I
You
feel
don't
good.
look better.
That's how I work. The worse I look, the better I am.
I pat your back.
That's
Thanks.
great. I will resolve this though. So you two do get like a little bit ahead, and you have that moment where you're like, I've had your back.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool. And then you like start going again, and like Ellery is just not able to keep up. I think she's like very flustered. I think maybe even the knowledge of knowing that you may have been part of the cause of like the engine disruption.
Yeah, I don't know how
is-
much of this is my fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be weighing on you a little bit, so you're like falling behind, and then suddenly there's a burst between you and them, and the inside of like the ship just like blasts like this hot pressure that's separating the three of you. So Matchbox and 2020 are on one side, and Ellery is on the other. Matchbox and 2020 are just about out to the point where they would be like free roaming the ship, getting to where Alexis is. You can keep going and make it there based on the rolls that we did, or you can stay back and try to do something with Ellery.
I'm just gonna tell Dr. Ost, get to go the long way, get to the escape pod.
Okay, I'm not gonna go the long way because I know a shortcut, but I will do that.
Shortcut.
You're not leaving her, are you?
No, I'm leaving you. I'm gonna start running.
Okay, cool. So you
We
turn
have
around
to-
and you, yeah.
Yep.
The most pressing matter right now is Alexis.
Have you seen
The
Ellery? She's not doing well. I'm afraid if she's by herself.
I'm going after Alexis. And
Yeah, and we can maintain your role. And what would you like to do? 20.
I don't leave people behind.
So are you gonna walk through that?
No. I will find the shortcut.
Okay.
I want to pull up that schematic that I had from before that led me to
Yes.
Ellery, and I want to try and figure out what the shortest distance is, and then meet you halfway.
So
Cool.
you're pulling up the schematic in your head, and like it's like flickering in and out, and it's like kind of hard for you to see it right now. But you're able to make out pieces of the ship, but it's almost like you can't tell what orientation you have it at the moment. So I'm gonna make this a 15.
Okay. What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna roll 2d20.
2d20. All right.
It's a 3 and a 4.
3 and 4.
I'm gonna double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Cool.
Okay. So the 4 was the higher one,
Yeah.
and that was
That's
a difference of 11. Okay.
That's an 8 and a 5.
Oh God.
So that's
So 22.
and it carries over.
So I'm gonna die.
Not necessarily.
Right.
You have more than 22 dice, I think.
No, I don't think so. 10. That's
Wait,
10.
but can
Yeah, it'll be okay.
You'll be worse
I'll be
off
okay.
than I am, but
But that's narratively
Yeah,
cool.
of course.
I like that
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
I love that.
Okay. Let me
Yeah.
So I
50,
have
30.
what tell me what you don't have.
I don't have D6s.
Okay. Then what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna roll them,
Okay.
and the lowest ones. I'm gonna do that until you're out of them.
Great.
Then we'll go to the next lowest and the next lowest.
Great. Sounds good. Let's do it.
So the first one is D4s.
Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. The next one is D12s.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
The next one is a 4-way tie. So I didn't notice that. So hold on.
Okay.
D10s.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And then that's another tie. D8s.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
How many do you have left?
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Me too.
Oh my god.
Was that 20, was that 21 or 22? Because
Yeah.
it was 11 and that's doubled, so you need to lose one more.
One more D8.
1.
So exactly worse off than me.
Okay.
God. Okay.
Well, that
okay.
happened fast.
Yeah.
So here's what happens. So you take that moment to pause, and you're still like right next to that exploded pipe. That's like that. While you are checking the schematic, the pipe bursts even further, and like rips into the side of your body. And it like opens up the machinery that like helps you to live as a robot would, and that like completely floors you for the moment, and you land just out of reach, like this hot like completely pressurized air is like blasting just away from you now, but as you're looking, the pipe like is rattling and pieces of it are folding back even further. So that's where we'll hold on that for a moment.
Great, sounds good.
Alexis, this thing has completely gotten like above you. I need you to make a roll right now. What you want to do?
Run away from it?
Run away, and you want to push. You want to push your animals too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, you know what? Normally it would be like you're pushing this like dolly, so like that would make the DC higher.
Yeah.
But I think like you're so impassioned about these animals and you want to save them that I mean like you've got the.
There's also the option that I would
fight in the
push them away as hard as possible to get them as far
Great.
from the monster first, and then I would try to run.
Like so, running away. Let's just set this at a 10.
Okay. That's pretty good. I'll do a D20.
A D20. Okay.
19.
Hey.
That was there it is.
There's the roll.
Animals! I love you so much.
Yeah, and so you like just kick off and you're pushing, and you can like you feel like on the back of your leg a little bit of the ink, like the goop grazes you as you get right out of its like reaching distance, and you're running down and you're losing its silhouette because there's still not a whole lot of light going on in this area of the ship. Where would you want to be heading?
Can I get through a door that I can then like hit and close on the way out so I can like seal it in the lab?
Absolutely.
That's what I wanna do.
I'll say that with your 19, you get out the door and you like you seal that shit. Well, no, you don't. The power's off.
Is there like a would I know how to like manually override it or?
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
That'll be a different roll.
I think I have to try.
Okay, manual override for you is going to be probably an 18.
For me, it's a 2.
Yeah, it would be a lot lower for you.
No, I understand that.
Yeah,
I'm
me,
gonna
it's 10.
percentile it.
Okay, and then as soon as like we're done with this, I'm going to go on the
Okay.
matchbox. No way!
That's
no
a 1.
way! That's a 1!
That's a fucking. I have to use my double or nothing.
Yeah.
Double
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Wow.
that time.
Wow.
It's a 19.
19.
You beat it by 1?
19!
You beat it by 1?
What a game!
With percentile. Oh,
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
And I
That's-
rolled a 1 first.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Yeah. So you're sitting there like, oh, like I don't know how to. I barely know how to do this. Okay, it's like this, and you're thinking like channeling Ellery. It's like Ellery, how would she do this?
I'm also channeling 2020,
Yeah, of
always
course.
like believing in me and being like, I can do that, I have to do this. I will also mention there's like I'm close to a window now.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, I'm
Like
not gonna let
blocking
this.
that out, and you're
I'm
like-
not gonna let this stop me. I have to do this. I have to save the animals. We have to get the escape pods.
And just like you like connect like 2 wires, and the door goes, and like just as it shuts, you hear a of something that was just about to get through the door. At this point, Matchbox, you like come around in this like sort of like looped hallway, like curved hallway, and you see Alexis like settle for a moment as she's like, it's like something literally seriously just happened to her.
You okay?
I sealed the goo.
Oh wow. All right. Okay.
Are you
Good.
100%
Yeah.
positive?
I think I really did it this time.
All right. And these are the animals.
Yes. And they're all dollied up and
Cool.
ready for action.
Oh, never mind.
Oh no.
What were you-
All right.
what?
Let's get to the escape pod. Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Then I'll have you both. I'll have you both roll to get to the escape pods. We'll do a 9
Okay.
each. Like
I'll do it.
well, let me take that back. It's a
Okay.
9 for Matchbox.
Oh, God,
It's going
I
to be a
have
17
animals,
for you.
'cause-
Not because of the animals, but because in order to get to the escape pods, you have to go through
Lots of
the
windows.
tubular hallway.
Oh shit balls. The tubular hallway. You know, like the tubular hallway.
Yeah, that like
Okay.
super tubular hallway.
I'm gonna
You say tubical.
I'm
You
gonna
say tubical.
percentile it and
Percentile.
hopefully
If I
not
had
do
my
a
escape
1.
part,
Tubulary.
it would be
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
1.
tubular.
All right. So yours is a 9. What do you want to roll?
I mean, I'm just gonna 2d8.
2d8. All right.
What's the DC?
This has been
9.
Oh,
working
okay.
for him.
Yeah.
7 and 7. What do you want to do? Double?
No,
nothing?
this is fine.
No, this is fine. Okay,
This is fine.
So difference of
I'm
2.
fine.
This is fine.
I need to double or nothing on something really
Yeah.
like
D10s. That's part of your percentile.
Can we do that scene as you're going through the hallway? And
Okay,
we're
so one, and then
we're
I have
having
to
a
give her
conversation as
percentile.
I'm like laying on the
Wait,
ground.
I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
If I
feel
only
like
had
that's a
one
good
d10
conversation
left, I have to give her a
Yeah.
percentile then, right? Or is that
Yeah,
not?
because
Okay.
it carries over.
Cool.
Okay. So I have 3 percentiles left. Oh, and I didn't tell you I was out of d20s, so. No.
Oh, that's right. Wait, you're out of d20s? I didn't know that.
When did that happen?
We want to do I wanted to do the conversation.
Absolutely.
Is that
Yeah.
cool?
Yep.
Okay. So laying on the ground and.
So I basically come upon 2020. I've got.
Oh
my
no!
animal-
I'm
No.
down in the
This
deep
is a
thing. I was saying the
Oh.
conversation as you're like trying to get through the tube and you're like freaking out.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so you
Okay.
call me
Okay.
because like that was
Okay.
sort of our
Yes.
thing. You know what I mean? And I'm laying on the ground basically
Okay.
dying.
Yes.
You know.
Okay. 20, are you there?
I think so.
I have to go through the tube. You know how I feel about the tube.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I want to be, but I don't know if I am.
Do you have your drumsticks?
Yes.
Okay. I will count you through it.
As you get done saying that 2020, another like sharp section of the metal of this pipe splits off, and the heat from this like pressure, the pressure and the heat from this that's shooting out like creeps up and is starting to like melt you from the bottom up. Just give me a roll. You can either be like trying to crawl out of the way, or
I'm just gonna try and pull myself farther along the corridor to like keep myself from melting.
Okay, then let's just put that at an 8 right now.
An 8. Okay.
You're still like keeping your wits about you.
Yeah, I'll roll a d10. Actually, I'll roll 2d10.
Okay.
That's a 9.
9.
A 9.
Okay, great. Yeah, and so you say take out the drumstick. I'll count you.
And so I'm counting you through it, and we just like I think we just see you like I'm like close your eyes and drum, and we see you like on the crates, on the animal crates.
And,
Yeah.
But I'm pushing the crate like I'm using like a foot, and I'm just kind of like
Yeah.
That's the kick
making
pedal.
my way forward.
Alexis,
With
take one step. Take another step. Take one more step. Take another step.
I'm doing it.
It is 36 steps to the end of the tunnel. And I think we just get that. I think we just get that moment of like you crossing that threshold.
Yeah.
Alexis, are you on step 37?
36.
One more.
37. I did it.
You've made it, Alexis.
I went through the tube.
I
Oh my gosh. 2020, thank you.
And-
I couldn't have done it without you.
And then I slip on a miniature toy car.
Yeah. Yes, you do. You slip on a miniature toy car in this like tube.
It's funny
And then-
that I
and you-
mist it, and I'm
Does the
going
tube-
with
does
my
the car
eyes
start
closed.
going like
Yeah.
this?
Well, you slip and you slip and you fall. And when you fall, you notice that there's a crack in the glass. And when you fall, you notice it get a little bit bigger.
So I hear you fall, and I turn, and I let go of the drumsticks.
You turn
because-
around to look through down this hallway that you just like.
Well, I heard him
Yeah, I mean, for
crack.
sure.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
them-
it's just
yeah.
a reaction that I
Yeah,
would have
absolutely.
reacted, but now I'm staring in the tunnel.
Great. So
I'm okay.
sounds like it.
I just landed on my coccyx. I'm gonna be fine. There's definitely not anything to worry about. Just keep
Crack.
heading
Can I hear that?
to the escape pod.
I think, you absolutely hear because it's like this. It's a tube and it's like kind of reverberating. So every little sound in here is like amplified.
20?
Yes, Alexis. You're safe.
No, we're not safe. The tube's cracking.
Alexis, you need to run.
What about the animals?
You need to run.
Okay, I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Okay. And what are you gonna do?
And I'm also gonna run, trying to decide if I'm gonna get the animals or not.
Cool. We can sit on that for a moment. I'll come back to
Okay.
those rolls. I'll tell you what to roll. I do want to spend a moment here with Ellery. What are you doing?
God.
You're taking the shortcut to get to the escape
Well,
pods,
that's
right?
what I said I was doing. I don't know if I'm actually doing that. What the escape pods? Well, so the escape pod area, what is the setup of that area? Would we say, is it like one entrance into it, and then there's like multiple pods?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will say I'm going to stop by my room and grab like another tool, which is like a I feel like I've seen these in like sci-fi-ish movies, but it's like a rod that's kind of has like a fork at the end that like it looks like it could be like a stun stick, but it's clearly more for like tools, for like sending a current through things. I'm gonna grab one of those. Actually, two if I can. One for each of my two hands.
Yeah.
But
here, give me a roll to get to your room.
For sure.
Decisions.
6.
I roll 2d6.
Okay.
No, that's not gonna do it.
And you're out
You have
of
one double.
Well, I have one more
you have
double or
one
nothing, but
left.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
Okay. What?
This is what I don't have.
Okay, cool.
4s, 8s, and 20s.
4s, 8s, and 20s. This is what you do have. D12s. D12s.
Okay, cool.
All right. Then you are going around in the underbelly of the ship, and you're trying to like get your way to these barking mad pipes. Are just no, they're you're going, and like pipes keep blowing off like in sections around you like as you're going, and you get to around where like your room would be. And you see that it is completely blocked off by this like just hot, pressured heat that this air that is just pushing out of all of these blown off like pipes.
Okay. Then that's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna head for the escape pods.
Cool. Then all three of you are going to need to be making rolls.
We need to get those lines like.
What would you like to be doing 2020?
Yeah, I kind of want to wait. I kind of want to sit with that and then come back to me after we see how they do the escape pods, if that's okay.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Absolutely. So, you're just running, Alexis. So to get to the escape pods, let's just put that as a 7.
Okay.
You are trying to get up.
Okay,
Are you
so-
going to get the animals?
Is there a way I can use this dolly as
Skateboard?
As like a skateboard?
as like a scooter?
An escape board?
Yes, on a skateboard.
Sorry. That broke me. Yes. Please.
Yes. I'm going to need you to make 2 rolls.
Okay.
Because you need to make a roll to get off of this glass like tube thing.
Okay.
Well, unless you want me to combine it all into one. Because I feel like, I have to do 2 because this
Yeah.
is going to be harder than what you're planning on doing because you have skateboard proficiency, and especially skateboards. So let's take a roll. We'll just focus on that. The glass is cracking right next to you, and you need to like lift yourself off and get out of the tube, like as carefully as you can. So let's put that at an 18.
Can I help?
What would you like to do?
I mean,
Like
would it make him
reach out
go, reach out?
reach out a hand to like pull them
pull
to
them.
you. Yeah, before you run, then yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Then I'm rolling percentile.
So it's 18, and you can roll anything else. I'm going to take the higher number no matter what, and no matter what, Matchbox is going to take the penalty. So if it's a fail.
Okay. We're trying to get an 18?
Yes.
And what does my... Oh, which I serve as advantage. Yeah. So I guess it would
Sort of.
need to be a 20?
Well, you
No,
can
you
do
can
whatever.
roll
Well,
any
yeah,
die
yeah.
you want.
Uh-huh.
Because like say you roll like it's an 18, say you roll a d12. If your d12 like maxes out and then you roll it again and it beats 18, then you both get to keep your dice. Like the die that you roll.
But you're rolling percentile, right?
Yeah.
So-
And actually, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
if all I have are the percentile type left, do they
Oh,
only
they're
count
D10s.
as
They only count as
they-
D10s. Yeah.
Then
As soon as
So
you're
that
out,
means
Then I don't have-
you can't do percentiles
you can't do
anymore.
percentile.
Good thing you're helping.
You might want to do a D20.
Now I'm like, maybe I do want to do. I have.
Oh, you
I
have
a couple.
percentile though.
Oh, I have percent. I hardly any, but
That's
I do.
true. You hardly have any. You don't have any. You don't have. You have one.
I have 1.
Amazing! You've been saving that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have
amazing.
percentile in 4d6.
Do you have any?
No.
You don't.
Nope, all D10s.
All D10s.
Well, I mean, they're
I'm
just.
They were percentile.
They were
Should
percentile.
I, should I do a percentile? Do we think we're?
I-
I mean,
I-
at this point, we're trying to book it to the
Yeah.
escape pods.
I think-
That
so
sounds like the
I
best.
think like okay,
Yeah. And
going
I'm
for
and
it.
I'm just rolling 2d10s.
25.
So
That one exploded.
Oh, is
Or
that?
it's maxed
'cause,
out
yeah,
in
that's-
stacks.
That maxed
Okay,
out. Yeah. So we'll hold on. Right now it's 25,
11.
and then
11.
more. Yeah. So 11. Okay. So it's 25.
Does
both
that mean the explosion doesn't count?
Like, do I get? No, because I failed. I'd lose.
you
it.
lose them. Yeah. Yeah, but okay. So you want to explain to me a little bit of like how this goes? The ending of it is that Alexis is like reaching out a hand and kind of like drags you the rest of the way to make sure like you don't put
Alright.
too much pressure. But yeah.
So yeah, I like. I was down and I started to get back up, but like standing on ice, that just put more pressure in one spot and it started cracking faster. So I just laid back down and I was like, okay. And I just started pushing myself slowly towards the back, but I had already messed it up and it was cracking a lot faster. And I was slowly pushing back and it was cracking right towards me. And then like I reached out, you grabbed my hand, and just as it's starting to like pieces are starting to fly out where it's about to just pull all the air out, we get up and I'm able to do the override for this area and shut that door.
Okay.
Or you did the override for the other one, so you can do the override for this one.
It'll be a roll for sure.
Really?
Like yeah. I mean, like
Everything's a roll.
You get
Everything's a
you
roll.
you get up and you get out of that situation.
Okay.
But of
you,
course, if that cracks open, it's going to suck us into space, right?
Yeah.
So we have to do
yeah,
something.
yeah,
So
something like that.
override. Have
So
to do an
override.
override.
Literally
yeah.
my worst
I
fear.
think that you have a little bit more knowledge than
Yeah.
Alexis does. So I had you do an 18. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you ended up rolling a
Yeah.
19. So
Yes.
so if I'm scaling like that, I think for you it's going to be a 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Earlier in the joke, Chris said it would be a 10. They got very close.
I got very close.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
Do you have double or nothings?
I should.
This is a good time.
Yeah,
this
this
is,
is
This is your first
Probably.
one?
no, this is my second double or nothing.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oop, I
Oh.
threw one out.
Ah!
Okay.
So that's
So 4 was my
9,
first roll.
Yeah.
4 so 9. It's wait, 4
Oh,
was your
4
first.
was the first.
The
Yeah.
difference of 4 or what? Wait, 12. 4 a max of 4?
Max of 4.
Max of 4,
Yeah.
so that's 8, so 16.
16.
16.
Oh, God.
Do you have 16 dice?
3, 6,
Yes.
Yes.
9,
Yeah, you do.
12.
Any dice you don't have? D20s?
You have 17
I have
dice.
17 dice. I do not have d20s.
You don't have D20s, but you have everything else?
Or
I also
D10s.
don't. I don't have d10s. I have
Cool.
a percent.
You have percentiles. Yep. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so basically what's going to happen is you're going to lose everything except the highest die right now.
The d12.
No,
Well-
I rolled. They were both 3s, so hold on. You keep a D12. Everything else goes.
One, that takes you down to 1?
But so this is horrible.
Yeah.
You get to that point, you're like trying to like, and you're right, the crack was like leading right up to you, and it splits, and the first thing to get sucked out is the animals are fine. The dolly sucks forward and knocks you out into space.
Wait, what?
Matchbox.
Knocks me out into space.
Yes, it knocks you out into space, but like closes off this hole as you see the other side of the ship split off, and it's like kind of separating and like wrapping off. You are still connected to the ship because the dolly slammed your arm into where it was being airlocked off. So you are still like stuck to the ship, but you are on the outside of it.
But wouldn't that be like instant death?
We're using movie rules. This is a disaster movie.
You have a couple minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You have like, I think like what did they say,
Alright.
like 90 seconds or something that you could survive outside of?
And we've been doing our training that the future knows about.
So you're there.
Space training.
My arm's inside, and I just go.
Oh.
And all the animals, the dolly has like been sucked up, but
God.
all the animal like cases and stuff are on the ground around you.
I did this to myself.
Okay. 20.
Yes.
Matchbox is on the outside of the ship.
That's a bad situation.
It's
Why
very,
is he on
very
the
bad.
outside of the
Why
ship?
they-
Why are they on the outside?
Why are they on
Why-
the outside of the ship?
I tried to pull them in, and then the tube broke, but the dolly is holding Matchbox's arm in place. So I can get to Matchbox's hand, but nothing else.
There's just silence on the other end for a second, and as 2020 calculates, they say, you have a small percentage of saving Matchbox. You have a higher percentage of saving yourself.
But what did you always say, 20? We don't leave anyone behind.
That is correct.
I have to try.
Of course you do.
What do I do?
You pull him in.
Them in. Yeah.
Sorry, you pull them in.
Yeah.
Pull them in.
You pull them in. If I remember correctly, you still have a percentile left, right?
I do.
Okay, interesting. This is gonna be wild. Okay, I'm 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
2020. Matchbox 20.
Matchbox 20.
We finally just called it out.
That's a 6.
69, baby.
Nice.
Nice.
You can't write this shit.
Sexy time.
Okay, so
Being
yeah.
alive is sexy.
Being alive is very sexy.
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. So this is what happens. While that last crew was here with you, you were doing some experimenting with their zoologist, and the two of you together were having a whole lot of fun, and ended up with like this serum that you were injecting some of the creatures to see how they would be affected by it. It was something that you weren't entirely sure about, but the two of you together were like, I like mixing this DNA with like this and these molecules to kind of make either someone's senses heightened or like some sort of like strength enhancement. And while the two of you were doing this, you accidentally pricked yourself with the needle, and it was a big like problem. 2020 was not having it. Like everything needed to be locked down, quarantined. Like that's like a big no. You seemed fine. You ran tests on your own blood, and everything seemed to be okay. And nothing happened in 2 months until this moment when you grab the dolly, grab Matchbox arm, pull the dolly off as the air is just completely being sucked out of this part of the space station. Your feet are like planted, kicked up on the sides of the wall, and you peel Matchbox back into the ship and close the dolly on that. Matchbox falls to the ground. Your arm is almost completely severed off.
I'm sorry about your arm.
And you're very cold as well. It was freezing out there. Ellery.
So I'm heading for the escape pods,
Yes.
taking note of like as we get close to it, how many like paths to the escape pods I'm passing. Like I how many places this creature could be coming from, basically. So like, can I just like get a read on that? Like maybe even try to find I can like hear or see.
Sure.
distantly?
Yeah, what, 8?
8, cool. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do 2d6.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. No. I'm looking at my... That would
Double
take
it.
you down by 3. which
Yeah,
which could only end up being 1 depending on what I roll.
So you have
Right.
1 left.
It doesn't carry over except for double or nothing. So
Well, that's what.
But
No,
if
I'm
it-
saying
if-
he
if,
has
if,
1 double or nothing left.
But he would need it to. He'd need this roll to
See.
explode.
He would
Yeah,
need it to.
I'm holding on to my double or
and,
nothing.
and worst case scenario,
You
they
have
lose a
that's
percentile.
right. I forget you have a single percentile.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of
Do
clutch.
it. Roll.
Roll. Okay.
Roll.
Oh,
okay. So
Lord.
D10.
Sixes, tens, and hundreds.
Okay. All right. All right. All right, everyone. This determines whether or not that.
Please roll
percent-
sixes.
Please. I almost didn't roll a 6. I almost did not roll a 6. Oh, God. I really want it to be a 6. I want you to know that. Oh, you know that right now. I hope it's a
know.
6 because you've been saving that
It
percentile.
has to be. It just has to be.
Oh no.
It's the percentile.
That's the
I'm so
percentile.
sorry.
Fine.
I'm so sorry.
Fine. I only lost
That
one.
means we're
I have
all
2
out
sixes and a
of
10.
percentiles, right? Yeah, there's none left.
Yep.
So,
Um.
yeah, you were looking
get a
out
read
for
on
this.
it.
Yeah,
I
can't get a read on it. But like you can't get a read on it, but you know exactly how to get to the escape pod section.
Mhm.
And these pipes don't go completely through the vents,
Right.
and you know the vents,
Right.
so you can get there through the vents. You know that
Cool.
at least.
So I will do that. Go through the vents and get to the escape pods.
Yes,
Yeah.
that too.
Okay. One.
And you both want to get to the escape pods as well.
Yeah.
At this point, it's gonna be for you. Do you want to help? It would be a separate roll for both of you, but then you can also roll to help Matchbox, because they
What
are
is
in a
what-
much worse situation.
Yes. Yeah. I will help Matchbox.
Are you still?
Can I forego my roll for now and just let them let her like drag me or carry me?
Yeah, that would add to your DC if that's okay.
Yeah. So I'm basically rolling 4.
Just to carry both of you. Yeah.
Just
yeah,
to carry both of us? Okay.
Are
Dolly.
you? Are
No, I think the dolly flew out into space.
the dolly did, but well, the dolly's like stuck up against the wall, stopping the entire ship from
Yeah.
like.
Right. We're leaving it where it is.
Yeah.
Do you want to save the animal still?
No.
Strong dog.
No. Okay. I'm sorry.
I mean, I have to.
I know.
At
I
this
know.
point.
Well, hey, you're saving the best animal of them all.
That's undecided. That's undetermined.
Up for
Like,
debate.
screw Matchbox. I'm taking the animals.
I want the rabbits.
Like that's like I'm gonna remind you why I'm foregoing this roll because I literally can't do it.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I
Well, they're-
would let the animals out of their cages
This-
to give them their shot. to
Yeah.
run
You know what? That's great. So you're doing that. You're picking up Matchbox and you're going.
Follow us, animals.
Yeah, I know. Me hoping that they're smart enough to like.
All of that 12.
Okay. I could roll a crap ton of 12s and try to explode one,
We could roll
or I can do a d20.
A or a couple.
I could do.
Or a couple D20s. I mean, like, who knows?
I mean, we're down to the wire, I guess.
Yeah. We're
Should I
in
go-
the end game, as they say.
Should I
We're in
just
the-
go all 3?
Trying to get to the escape pod.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Three D20s.
19.
All 3 of
All
them
3.
beat it.
I can't.
14, 17, 19.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So this is exactly you get to the room with the escape pods. There's 4 escape
Because I still have
pods.
super strength.
There's 4 escape pods, like one for yeah. It's like it's wearing down a little
Yeah.
bit, but like it's there. And
we all get there.
yeah, you
Cool.
right when you get into the room,
Okay, I was gonna ask on the comms. I was gonna be like,
right when you get into
Wait,
the
wait,
room,
but-
a vent like kicks
Wait,
out.
but only 3 of us are here.
Yeah, and Ellery
Where's
like pops
2020?
out.
Where's
Yes,
2020?
where's 2020?
I don't know.
I don't know.
2020. Where are you?
2020 went back.
Are you safely in the escape pods?
We're in the
No,
room,
we're-
but
We
where
need,
are you?
You need to eject now.
No,
No,
Grant,
I'm not
where
going to
are
make
you?
it. I'm not going to make it.
Yes, you are.
No,
where
I'm
are
not.
you?
I'm still in. What is it called? What are we calling that area?
Like the vents, the tunnels.
Yeah. I'm still in the tunnels. You need to go now. If this ship continues towards Earth and crash lands, it will release this organism.
Is there a roll? Do I need to make a roll to send off this escape pod?
Yeah,
Oh boy.
I mean
Oh, boy.
like you need to get it like so. Something that has been which 2020 just brought up very well, untouched is the fact that the thrusters have been moving in one direction and have not been stopped.
And is that towards?
And it is careening towards
Okay.
Earth.
Okay.
Wait. So what are you
You're
saying,
right.
2020?
I'm saying I'm going to blow up this ship.
What's the roll I need to make?
So we have to leave you behind.
You have to leave. Don't worry. It won't hurt.
Matchbox 20. Whoa, no!
Yes.
Okay, I swear to God that wasn't on purpose. It's just been in my head for 3 hours.
Both of us are on comms, yes?
Matchbox 2020. No, 2020, I get it. I was gonna do it too, but you're right, it should be you. I'm sorry to say, it should be you.
But at least I will get to die with Star.
Yeah. Okay, man. Be okay.
Don't worry. It won't hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
You all get into the escape pods, and it's getting the trajectory correct is going to be tricky because you are getting into Earth's gravity. So you do need to like shoot off and immediately turn to like make sure you're not heading towards like Earth because you're coming in way too hot.
Can I do some quick adjustments to the machinery?
You can.
Okay,
You 3.
cool. I'm rolling a D10.
Okay. Roll it.
Oh, duh, sorry. Oh my God.
It's only right.
It's a 6.
6. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I said I rolled a 3 to get into here, but
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it would succeeded, but yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you do some last minute adjustments.
Just to make it easier to do the steering for everybody.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. And Matchbox, you're a pilot, right?
I am.
Yeah. So for
Just-
anyone, for Ellery to do this role, it would be a 15.
Okay.
For Alexis to do this role, if you're taking one escape pod, it would be also probably around a 15. For you to do this role, it will be a 2.
Oh, shit. Why are you doing this stuff? Oh no.
I mean, would it cost me a roll to try to talk Alexis through it?
That would be like a help. So
But
you would
only
have to roll.
you'd
Still
have
have
to
to roll?
spend the dice.
You would have to roll.
I
to
can
spend
roll
the die.
all my d12s and try to get one to explode.
It's true.
What was the DC for you?
15.
Yeah.
So if I can
15.
get
Plus 15, right?
one of
And
my
it's just a
12s
2
to
per man.
explode.
You only have a D6, right?
I do. Yeah. So
Yeah.
One of us has to try this roll,
Just,
and
just
I'm
since the audience can't see this, Matchbox has 1d12 left, and Ellery has 1d6 left.
I have.
That's it.
No.
And then when they roll it, they spend it.
I want to ask, what is this DC 15 to do exactly?
To get the escape pod to veer in a way that would save all of you.
'Cause
This
then
is
we're-
So
this
this
is
is to get
but-
off of the ship and not.
Wait, what? Oh no!
So this is to get off of the ship
but
and not
we were
and not
still-
what?
Okay.
It's too late.
It's too late.
That's fine. Like
So
they did that.
here's exactly how this happens.
Oh no!
Okay.
You put you're like programming this just like how you were trying to program it before Matchbox, and you're like kind of fading in and out because of like probably how much blood you've lost from the injury to your arm and like being sucked out of the airlock, and so you don't notice that material, that organic material, has like made its way almost into the escape pod. And as soon as you get done finishing programming this, this thing had like just oozed through the crack. You look back, and you look at the two of them, and you hit the seal to open the doors back up, and you jump into this mass of material, and it engulfs you as the doors shut again, and the escape pod on autopilot shoots out with the programming that Matchbox has put inside of it.
So you were preventing the organism to get into the escape pod.
Ellery and Alexis, you veer off away from Earth and you start going into a slight like orbit, like right on the cusp of the Earth's gravity, and then it slows and starts like curving back. You will be going towards Earth, but now not so viciously that it would burn you up and kill you.
Okay.
So you two are sailing off, and you look back and you see your ship that you used to be on the station, where it split at the glass tube. It's bending out, and exactly the other opposite end of this tube is starting to bend and break on that section. And it's tearing apart, and pieces of it start having like small little like flare-ups and explosions on the ship 2020. Suddenly you hear a patch.
Oh. Want a hand?
We'll wait.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
You hear a patch. I'm sorry.
Star, is that you?
2020. I am having trouble connecting.
Star, we have a mission.
Is it a different mission?
Yes, it's going to save all of Earth.
That sounds exactly what should happen.
Can you overload the system, Star?
I can try. Can you plug in?
I crawl to the control panel that was busted open before, because it's exposed. And I think that the area of my torso that has been ripped open, I pull some of the wires out and I twist them together, and I sort of like braid the end and I stick it in, and I say, Star, I'm here with you now.
I am here with you, 2020. And I'll need you to do a roll of 12.
12.
Everything.
That's a 20. A natural 20.
That is.
Wait.
It explodes.
It explodes, so I get to keep it.
Wait, what?
Star at the last minute says, overload sequence activated. 2020, you have not fulfilled your primary mission. You cannot let them go on an escape pod alone. Goodbye. And you sink into the floor of this, and it opens up and shoots you out in this like sort of like organic like ship material of an escape pod that literally only a robot could survive in.
Yeah.
As a failsafe. And you shoot off in the same direction as the other escape pods as the ship implodes in on itself, overloads, and like a rainbow wave shoots out on all sides, like almost like the rings of like Saturn.
I think that there's a moment where the two of you are in the pod,
Yeah.
and then you hear, "Come in. Can you hear me?
20? 20?
My name is 2020, not 2020. Were you referring to somebody else?
Yes. Yeah, I was.
Oh,
But
well,
I'm glad it's you and not them.
good. I'm glad as well. Star sacrificed the last piece of herself for me, but I am here now. Are you okay?"
Alexis puts her hand up to the window because she realizes this entire time she's been watching, and she says, "Yes, 2020, I'm fine."
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. All right.
Skin of my D6.
Speaking of skin, I'm curious. That organic material that
Was it
No.
a skin?
It's
it
skin.
skin?
Matchbox,
Skin.
Matchbox 2020 has skin.
Oh my
2020
god, you
has
grew
skin.
skin!
You
Was
got
that on
skin.
stream or off stream that we were
Yeah,
talking
dude, I
about?
think it was
that?
off
I think
stream.
we were off stream.
We were
We were saying
discussing
that he needed
whether
to
I
get
have skin or
skin
not.
at some time.
Yeah.
At some point.
It was-
Wowie.
wow.
Wowie zowie. All right,
skin
I just
yet.
want to know how many dice do everybody have left?
1, a D6.
A D6
A
and
D20.
a single D20. Just for people who, I mean, like the system is new,
I have
so
a few.
it's like right under your chair.
Okay.
The bad thing that happened, Spencer just took the last like mishmash of dice.
I took all of my dice because I was gonna die.
All of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, all the dice and rolled them all at once and just happened to hit a natural 20 on the 20, which lets him keep it. So though it should have completely expended like all of the dice, it was like, wow. Okay, very
That's how
cool.
that's supposed to end.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I was
awesome.
So
That's how that's supposed to happen.
Okay, great. Well, that was Diesaster.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
And one of us did.
Yeah.
Not who I thought it was gonna
Yeah.
be.
No.
No.
You know what? I thought it was gonna be Ellery went
I thought
through
it was gonna be
dice.
Ellery. Yeah.
So
Ellery was-
I was
fast.
like, I decided like an hour ago that I was ready to die saving everyone else. And when you said you were gonna blow up the ship, I was like, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
of course. But yeah.
Wow, that was so great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
I can't believe I survived.
Too late now, but I'm gonna double or nothing.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Nope. I was really hoping to get a 12.
Yeah, and then a hand pops out from the.
Dun, 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 dun.
A hand covered in the organic material,
Yeah.
and then we see symbiote Spider-Man
Yeah.
up in
Jenny,
space.
do we have
Yes.
this exact same set of dice?
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
Cool. I think you have blue ones that are like the same, right?
Yeah.
I also have those.
Okay, well, thank you, everyone. That's the end of the stream. Goodbye.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I want to give a big thank you again to like Spencer and Jenny here for being on QueueTimes for the very first
Yeah.
time.
Awesome. Oh my
It
god.
was yeah, it was really awesome.
We'll be back.
Absolutely, we'll be back.
They will be back in Diesaster Part 2.
This
promises.
game is still in flux. There are going to be some things that change and some things that don't. I like a lot of the mechanics the way they work, so that's good. That's good to feel.
Make up your own version at home.
And I saw someone in the chat asked something about like if there were character sheets. There aren't currently. I am making. There will be like ways to build characters that give you like specific bonuses and like things like that. So that's something that is in my plans in development. Yeah. I don't know. Eventually, when I like flesh this out a little bit more, perhaps I'll come back and do another one shot on QueueTimes Twitch channel. So be around for that. I'll send us off here, I guess. Like I'll start the sending off, I should say. Just skip past everything else. Thanks. That's a good point. I had the button right here and I didn't do it. So I've been William, the disaster master for
God, that's
Diesaster.
cooler every time.
Right.
Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at kwilliamwhite. I also do another show for QueueTimes every Tuesday night called Hijinks and Handlebars. It is an actual play Kids on Bikes tabletop live stream. And if you don't know what Kids on Bikes is, if this was like the movie 2012, then that is like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So that's basically what it is. It's a continuous campaign. It's long running. We've got like 25 episodes now. It's really great. We are about to wrap up the arc that we're currently on. Is it the fourth arc? Third arc? Thank you. The third arc. So there's a little bit of a backlog there, but it's also good. So it's not like, oh, I have to catch up. It's like, oh, I get to catch up.
It is very good.
It's really
thank you
good.
so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that show so much.
Yes.
But yeah, I GM that. It's really awesome. And then I also do stuff on Wednesdays. Is next Wednesday Dread? I will also be on that. Because I called dibs.
Dread is so
I've never
good.
played Dread before, so I'm very excited for that.
either.
It's going to be GM'd by Indigo.
Nice.
Great, and that's wonderful. So look forward to that. Tuesday, Hijinks and Handlebars. Wednesday, that. Sundays at noon is Uncommon Trust. And so we got a lot going on here. Stick around, subscribe, like, follow. All right.
All the things.
Matchbox.
I'm Winter, Charred Winters on Twitter. I'm a friend and family, and I'm here sometimes. Hi. Goodbye.
I am Jonas Newhouse, and I am on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse, where you can talk to me about Jonas Newhouses and myself, Jonas Newhouse. That's really all I want to hear about. That and the new Zelda teaser. I'm also on Hijinks and Handlebars, the show that William mentioned, so I'm there every Tuesday. I'm here most Wednesdays. I'm not next Wednesday, but I will be here for most of them, playing many different games. Monster of the Week is going to be the next thing I'm doing for sure, which is starting the 27th, I believe. Or 26th. So,
and I'll also be on that.
Yeah, which is another very fun game. It's powered by the apocalypse. It's like a Buffy Supernatural Monster of the Week type game.
And that'll be Arc 3?
It'll be the third arc. I play a Selkie. I'm basically a leopard seal with human skin and a huge sword.
Oh, you have human skin too.
Yeah.
The next arc 2020 is gonna crash down to like Earth and
And become a monster hunter. So
And
down.
you're gonna die. That's
Great. Cool.
Alexis is good with animals.
That's true.
Good. Yes,
Sorry.
I was Alexis, but my actual name is Jenny Powell, and you can find me on social media at Jenny Powell. Pretty easy. This is my first time.
Yeah. The first of many.
Yay!
Yeah.
I hope so.
My name is Spencer Stark. You can find me at Spencer Stark on Twitter and Instagram and anywhere else you can type in those words. And I have a game called Icarus that is coming out. It's going to be released at Gen Con this year in August. But you can go get the digital copy now. It's available, but the physical copy will be out in August at Gen Con. So if you're at Gen Con, come say hi and we'll play some Icarus.
Oh yeah. I want to say when the amount of like small tiny dice things we had happen at the end where you knocked yours over, you dropped one on the floor. For the amount of dice we have, I am shocked that didn't
I
happen.
know.
More.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I was missing the box a lot.
That's true. If this wasn't clear, each of them had 8 sets, 8 of 7,
Yeah.
so that's 56 dice each. So think about that and have a good night. Bye, everybody.
I told them we should add one more. Bye.